says he's offline for 7 days.
Just hit the button. It's been live for 7 seconds according to the stream.
Oh. Welcome in.
Is it working?
I was waiting for a cue from Jeremy. It's not happening.
Right?
It's delayed. I'm sorry.
He fell asleep. He fell asleep. You failed, Matt.
Oh, man.
So it is live now.
Yeah, it's live and it's really loud. It's loud on my voice.
Loud on your...
I don't know if that statement made any sense.
But I only hear it like 5 seconds after I speak.
Yeah.
But,
That's...
well, I switched to an older
I
OBS
hate the way
version.
that I sound.
Is everybody equally loud, or is it just you?
Everybody is good.
Excellent. They can always cut it down.
You rolling the dice was...
Extremely loud or quiet?
I heard that. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Okay.
That was the only thing that was happening when I was trying to, like, that was the first sound.
Rolling dice.
All right. That's what we're going with. I like that.
Yeah.
I have a cool little watermark in the bottom corner now too. It's not really opaque as I like it to be. Transparent as I like it to be. That's the word. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I see it down there.
Yeah, so what happened last time was we killed a bunch of gargoyle people, and we were going to kill all of them, but somebody flushed the stone down the toilet, and it clogged everything up, and then they all died.
I saved
that
one.
means we killed all of them.
True. Kill all of them.
Except for the one that was not necessarily a bad guy.
Oh, he died too.
Oh yeah, good. All right.
No, I saved him. I cut off his hand.
Did he?
Oh,
Hector.
that's right.
He didn't
that's
die.
right. Yeah, you cut his hands off. Okay, so he's the one survivor of the 10 gargoyle gang that you guys set out, or really Redicus set out to destroy from the get-go. And you've successfully done that, except for Hector, which was the ambulance EMT guy. I'll be honest with you guys. I put him in there. There's some backstory with him and the leader, Adam, and they hated each other. But Adam needed someone to hold on to that stone that was pretty close to the auction. And Hector in his ambulance is a perfect cover, except that you guys found him out and got the stone from him. That was it. That's all she wrote for the Gargoyle Gang. So tonight, we're going to start something new. You guys hit a milestone last time. Go ahead and level up in the way that Fate levels up.
And the
I think-
milestone?
It is a major milestone. You guys finished a whole chapter.
Cool. I can't remember how to do that. So I'll probably need a hand on that.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's somewhere here on the table, but I'll find it later. Tonight's episode,
I remember it being a thing that you didn't just do here.
I think what it is you can like rearrange and change things.
Well, you get an extra point of refresh.
Right here, it's 197.
You get the effects of a major and a significant milestone. I'm sorry. You get the effects of a significant and a minor milestone, in addition to which you can take an additional point of refresh, rename your character concept, spend a refresh to add a condition.
So I think every time I've done this, I basically just reset my character. And I think this is the first time that I've been happy with my character.
Right?
It said 197?
That's page 197. Sheet here.
Major milestones. I found it. I'll read this over while you guys are moving on.
Yeah.
Basically, get an extra point of refresh. You get 1+1 to an approach, and you get You can use that refresh to add a condition or a stunt, as well as heal up.
Ooh, add a stunt. I think I like that. Your mic's doing the thing again, Ghost.
Crap. Alright, what happens if I turn it up?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay, weird.
You just, for me, your volume's real quiet. I don't know about the rest of the guys.
He gets in and out.
Yeah. It's probably this microphone, and it's probably the wireless connection that I've got. That's probably a bunch of extra bullshit. But, let's go ahead and get started. We've finished the recap. You guys have killed a bunch of gargoyles. Tonight's episode takes place 1 week after last time's episode. Moving quite along here. And it's early morning in New Detroit. About 3 in the morning. It's hard to tell exactly what time it is because the power is out in almost the entire city. There are little pockets of power grid areas that have power still. Mostly it's your building, the one that Trinity Solutions is in. And then there's a pocket of, there's a pocket of power. There's no other better way to say that. It's like right around here in the city. And we see these 2 pockets of light in an otherwise completely blacked out city as our crow camera flies in over this cityscape. And our crow camera flies over to the mayor's house. It's a huge estate. It's very nicely manicured lawn, gravel driveway. There's a car out front. And inside is fat-ass Mayor Buttocks sleeping in his huge bed with his downy pillow and all the accoutrements of high-class mayor living. So Mayor Buttocks is asleep in bed, and all of a sudden he gets a loud knock at his door, and he has to wake up, and he's grumbly, and he gets over to his door, and he opens his bedroom door, and there's an aide standing outside, and it's, young kid. He's got black hair, and he's out of breath, and he looks at Mayor Buttocks, and he goes, "Mayor, we've got a problem. The entire city is out of power. There's also a network disruption on every cell network out there. There's a huge problem, and we don't know how to go forward with this." And Mayor Buttocks goes, "You know what? I bet it was those fucking Trinity Solutions guys. We can't call them, so I guess head down there and see what they're up to. I'm sure it's them. They're always behind shit like this." And the aide goes, "Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I will, sir." And he leaves, and Mayor Buttocks turns around. He heads back to bed, and as he's laying his fat head back down on his pillow, he goes, well, it's a crazy place. Crazy place. I'm going to get back to dreaming about crazy things." And he falls back to sleep. Redicus, we're going to start with you. You wake up feeling like you have to pee. Where are you waking up tonight?
How many nights is this after the events of the last night?
It's been a week.
Oh, well, I'm probably at Stephanie's place.
So is she in the room with you when you wake up?
I mean, I would hope so.
Okay. Well, without power in the house that you guys are in, having to pee, I'd imagine you try to find your phone for a flashlight.
Sure.
As you're reaching for it, you hear movement coming from outside of your room. It sounds like somebody is sneaking through the house.
Well, Redicus may have to feel around for his cell phone, but he knows exactly where his pistol is.
Does your pistol have a flashlight?
Sure does.
That phone then, huh?
So I'm gonna go check that out.
All right.
I'm actually gonna leave the light off if I can feel my way to the door.
Gotcha. All right, so you reach your way to the bedroom door, And is your plan to open it slowly? You're going to listen out to the door, or what's your next step?
I always imagine Stephanie's place to be some like high-rise fancy apartment where like the living area, like the living room, would have like these huge windows. So hypothetically, there would be moonlight and shit coming in.
Okay.
So the plan is to open the door slowly and as noiselessly as possible and see if I can see any silhouette people. I'm also assuming that I checked to make sure Stephanie was in fact in the bed with me when I left.
Yes, absolutely. You see her sleeping there, nice and quiet.
Okay. So knowing that there's no one else supposed to be in the house and she's behind me, I'm going to assume any silhouette is a potential hostile.
Okay. So you open the door real slow like. And Thomas, you wake up. You're in your bed. Your wife is next to you. You don't have that buzzing feeling like you had last time. But there's definitely something off. It might be a mithril kind of reaching out to you. Do you wear your armor to sleep?
No, I've got one of those real cool armor stands that sits right at the foot of the bed.
Okay. All right.
I awkwardly like crawl towards the edge of the bed and reach for it, but it's a little bit further away than I thought, and I bump into the floor, and then I reach out with my hand and finally touch the foot of the armor.
As soon as you touch it, you hear a mithril's voice inside your head that says, "Sir, there is a corruption within your home."
I take the helmet and the sword, and I start sneaking around my room.
What's in your room?
We got a bed. We've got a couple of dressers with clothes and stuff. We got a closet at the other foot of the bed, and we got the master bathroom off of the last side.
Is Thomas the kind of person that has a TV in your room?
No TV in the room. No
No
screen
TV.
time before bed.
What about a bookshelf?
Yeah, we'll have one of the tall dressers, the books on top.
I'd imagine that your house is 2-story, where the bedrooms are upstairs, right? Are we on
Correct.
kind of the same page?
Yep,
All
yep.
right. So get out of bed and you're looking around. Are you going to put a mithril on? You
Just
said you're going to don
the helmet and the sword.
Okay. As you're putting the helmet on, you pull the sword to your hip. You hear the smash of glass downstairs.
I whisper to Mithril, we haven't done this before, but grant me your eyes.
What do you want to see?
I want to find the intruder in my house.
You want this to be like that movie Eraser, where you can see through walls like X-ray vision, see the silhouette of people?
Yeah, I'm imagining like heat vision, but seeing souls.
Okay. So there's a beautiful bluish green soul laying in the bed in front of you. And just down the hall in your daughter's room, you see I can't even describe it. It's so pure and white, and just your daughter's a purest, the purest of souls. Unfortunately, below her room, in the kitchen of your house, you see the silhouette of a red bipedal humanoid shape.
Yep, I'm gonna start sneaking down the stairs. I'm gonna whisper to the wife to say keep the kid safe, but I'm gonna sneak downstairs.
Okay. Malcolm, we talked before, and I didn't think left very much. Are you there, Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear. I cannot hear you very well though.
Oh, okay. Do you sleep anymore?
I go to bed.
Would it be safe to say that you could be in the 9 realms drinking right now?
What time of the morning is it?
About 3.
Oh no, I'm definitely in bed. Gotta have sexy time.
All right. Well, you got that done, and now you're laying there, kind of chilling, in and out of not like a restless sleep, but something Something about that meeting last week with those, what were they, mercenaries, right? It's got you thinking, maybe you could be a mercenary. You could make a ton of fucking money that way, right? You kind of wonder if your talents could be used somewhere, more lucratively.
I mean, yes, but then I wouldn't be a superhero. I mean, I have to figure out how to do a heroes for hire kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, somebody that does hire out heroes.
You like that idea?
It's a good idea. And while you're thinking about it, you hear somebody inside your kitchen. Well, the kitchen that you and, what's her face share?
F.
Beth, thank you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check that out. My hammer's next to the bed.
Grab your hammer.
I'm lying. It's under my pillow.
You just use it as a pillow.
Yeah. I get up. I'm naked.
Goodness. All right, and you head out to your kitchen where you open the bedroom door, and out in your kitchen you see the silhouette of a very broad-shouldered. It looks like a man. You can only kind of see him in shadow because the lights are off. Power's completely out, and you see, this figure in your kitchen. You weren't expecting this figure in your kitchen at all.
Well, but turn the lights on.
Power's out.
Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna say hello and then go to the fridge and start eating before the food spoils.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna try to talk to him. That's a good idea. Good idea. All right, let's head back to Redicus. Redicus, you were looking for shadows, silhouettes in the moonlight, and you see one. It's sitting at your kitchen table, and in front of him, he's got ice cream from your freezer. You've seen this man before. This is Goose, the mercenary that you guys hired a week ago. Sitting at your, well, really, it's Stephanie's kitchen table.
That's interesting. I'm going to
Nice.
gently close the door behind me and sit at the table across from Goose. I'm going to try to make him not aware of the fact that I've leveled my pistol under the table at him and be like, "What you doing?"
I wanted to get to this ice cream before it melted. Power went out a couple hours ago with our boss, and here for your protection and everything. So I know you guys were right there. I got line of sight on you. I just decided I was going to eat ice cream. If you want to rate me up, sir, you can. You can do that. I understand.
Goose, you're kind of weird.
Yes, sir. I get that a lot, sir.
You know anything about the power outage? Should I be concerned?
No, sir. I swept the house after the power outage, as it, the contract stipulates for this level of protection. But no, sir. I haven't found any threats. Just us here.
Okay. That's weird, and I'm not sure what to do here. Enjoy that ice cream.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go put some clothes on. And I'm gonna get up and go put some clothes on. Obviously, I can't go back to sleep now. There's a weirdo in the kitchen.
Right? Thomas, you get to the top of your stairs, and you hear two voices below, two male voices, and it sounds like they're arguing over something.
I try to slowly go down the stairs. I know that the third one from the top creaks a little bit, and actually I don't remember that, but I'm reading through in my head. It's like third step from the top,
Perfect.
stepping over things, trying to be super stealthy.
Okay. You get all the way into a spot where you can look through and into the kitchen from the bottom of the stairs, or maybe halfway up the stairs. And in there, you see Juice and Noose. One of them has a flashlight, and the other one has a broom and dustpan, and they're sweeping up something that they broke. It's whatever you heard earlier. And one of them's like, dude, I can't believe you're that fucking clumsy. Like, we are supposed to be Black Ops, right? And the other one's like, don't give me that bullshit. You were the one that tripped over the dog last week. And the other one's like, I don't want to hear that. And just fucking sweep it up. And so they're sweeping up. It looks like a glass or something that fell off counter.
Yep. I want to touch them with a sheathed sword and say, Black Ops, huh?
Oh shit. Oh man, you snuck up right on us. Holy crap. Whoa. You woo. Both of them like kind of reached for their guns, but like they were just way too slow on the draw to really get to you, and you got them dead to rights. They had no idea you were there. Whew. Oh man, you almost gave us a heart attack. Whew.
So what's going on?
We accidentally broke a glass. We'll replace it, I promise. And the other one pipes up and he's like, I actually have these same set of glasses at home. I can go and get you replacement glass. I'm really sorry.
I mean, you're in my house and there's no power. What's going on?
We swept the house after the power outage, as is stipulated in this contract that you're in with Glacia, to use us as protection. You remember this?
Yes, this was the first time I've woken up with somebody in my house.
Yeah, you know, we come and go. We've been here for a month. No, I'm sorry, a week. Week.
Am I safe now?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely safe. Amithril all of a sudden says they are lying. Let's go to Malcolm. The man inside your kitchen, sitting at your table, is Deuce, the big guy. And he's in monster form.
Offer him a beer.
He accepts the beer, and as he's taking it from you, we're going to do this action thing. We're going to go ahead and trade some fate points. So I will pay you guys a fate point to let this next part happen. If you don't want it to happen, I'll take a fate point from you. It's going to be fun. You know how it is. It's going to be bad. Who would like to take the token? Craven takes the token. That's cool.
I mean, I'm going to take it, but aren't you supposed to tell us what the fate token's for before you ask us to take it?
Nope.
Oh, sure. Okay. So you guys are about to get stabbed with a syringe. It's got some really nasty black-looking liquid in it.
The Vanta Black?
It is quite like Vanta Black. It's not that dark. You've seen the Vanta Black stuff before, the ooze. It's not that.
Okay.
All right. So simultaneously,
I did get my pants on first, right?
yeah, sure. You got your pants on.
That'd be
He snuck in
embarrassing.
behind you. Yeah. Snuck into the
naked.
room behind you. Yeah. Malcolm's completely naked and handing a beer to Deuce as Deuce swings his hand super fast and he hits you with this weird looking gun thing. It's got a syringe attached to it. Yeah, let me pull it out so you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, while I'm pulling it out, oh my god, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Button. I can't talk and do that at the same time. Jesus. There it is. Cloud, upload, import. There it is. So each of you are attacked with this gun. It's got a syringe on the tip, and it's got like this black-looking fluid in the top vial, and basically it's jammed into your flesh, and the trigger is pulled, and you each get stabbed. And then I bet we're gonna go into some combat, right?
Yeah, assuming I'm not incapacitated, I'm gonna gut shot this guy.
All right. So you're going to gut shoot because you already have your gun and everything. You're just gonna go a snap shot and put it right into Goose. Bow.
Yes.
And Goose doubles over, and he looks at you, and he starts bleeding really dark black blood. And as he looks at you, he starts laughing. Yeah, Goose is really weird. Juice and Noose, they basically gang tackle Thomas. Amithril tries to shove his shield out to block one of them, and the other one comes around it and basically like full Nelsons you, pulls you to the ground. The other one, hits you with this needle, and they back off of you, and they start laughing, and they say, "It's all over now. The master has won."
I'd like to shoot some soul fire back at them.
Oh, good call. All right, which one are you gonna hit first?
Whichever one. You said Juice tackled me, Noose stabbed me. Noose is going to get it first.
Okay, good call. All right, so you hit Noose with some soul fire.
I speak through, or Mithril. I open my voice and speak through the helmet, and just fire comes straight out, invigorating Noose.
It's coming out of your eyes.
Eyes and mouth.
Oh yeah. Comes out like a radiant beam, and it takes Noose, and it just starts to burn him. And through the smoke and the smell of flesh burning, he's laughing. Ha ha! My master! My master! All right, Malcolm. Deuce hits you with this fucking syringe, and then he stands up and he's gonna try to grab you and put you into this grapple. What is your reaction?
Lightning starts pouring off of me.
Okay.
And I'll start. I'll get ready for battle. I'll assume a similar pose.
I gotcha. So I've allowed the other two players to do some physical damage in this round as a reaction. I figured you would do the same. If you want to do damage with your lightning bolts, we can take that into account. But I wanted these three guys to be on the down and outs at the next turn.
All right.
One's already been gut shotted.
I'll hit him with the hammer.
Good call. Good call. All right, so you slug him with this hammer, and it busts his shoulder and chest, and it just rips through his skin. But his skin is made of this really tough metal-looking shit. It's bound and rebarred together. It's, I don't know. It's really thick and strenuous. I don't know if that's the right word either. So anyway, you beat him in, and it dents into his skin, and his skin is kind of just solid and holding on. Weirdest fucking thing.
You said there's a lot of metal there?
It is metal, yeah. It looks like metal. It might actually be like silicone, like circuit board, maybe. It's hard to tell. It's dark. All right, so let's do an official top of the round. And then we'll start rolling dice because this combat is happening. Who wants to go first?
I got another guy.
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Thomas, you're the top of the round. What do you want to do to fuck this dude up?
He tackled me and is backing off. I know where my sword is instinctively. I pick that up and I'm going to slice his head off.
Nice. All right. Give me that roll now. It's going to oppose it.
Let's say +5.
+5. All right, I got a 4, so I'm going to shift 1 to... This takes 1 stress, strain, attack, whatever we're going to call it. But Noose is down. Blasted Noose, and he's completely fucked at this point. Who do you want to go next?
Malcolm.
You said there's a lot. Like, skin is made of like metal and rebar.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bumpy, metallic-looking substance.
And I've torn into it, but not all the way.
Yeah, you dented it in like you'd be hitting a fridge. You know, like it's really insulated, so you got a really good dent in it.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna hit that with lightning.
Okay.
I rolled a 8.
All right. So Deuce is going to oppose this lightning, but he's going to do it forcefully. So I'm imagining in the scene, he sees you charging your lightning bolt, and he's going to shove your dining room table at you with a force. Let's see if I can get anything out of this. You got an 8.
Mhm.
I got a... Not an 8. Holy fuck. I got a 3, so that's a shift of 5. Deuce is getting fucking hammered by lightning.
See if I can melt some of that metal.
All right. Yeah, you're turning up the heat. There's bolts of lightning skewing across your entire apartment. And yeah, it looks like it's really fucking him up. Who do you want to go next?
Let me think. So many choices.
Bad
Ooh,
guys?
It's a good point. No, I'm gonna let Redix go.
That's a good call.
Okay. Is Goose fighting back, or is he just sitting there holding his stomach?
So you shot him. Right now he's holding his stomach. He's gone to his knees, but he's looking right at you and laughing.
I'm gonna kick the little creep's weapon away.
Or shoot him again.
I'm gonna pull out a pair of cuffs. I have questions. I'm gonna attempt to cuff his hands back. And then, to judge how badly he's got shot.
All right, so he's going to oppose you handcuffing him.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and you give me your roll, and I'm going to go ahead and roll.
This is where Redicus dies. It's pretty bad.
I got a 4.
That's a flat 0.
Oh boy. Okay.
He's not a force person.
Right. Well, it didn't have to be force. You could have tried a different aspect, right?
If I use haste, it's still the same score. And I can't see a justification for focus or intellect in this particular case.
Tracking. All right. So what I'm going to say is you handcuffing it just failed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to try to go for his gun, but you kicked it out of his hand, so he's not going to be able to get to it, but you saw him try. Like, if you're going to do a psychology, he's going to try to kill you. You've kind of got him backed into a corner, so I think it's going to be bad guy's turn. Goose is going to try to charge past you and leap out of the window of the apartment. Are you going to allow him to do this?
That's interesting, because when I was thinking about killing him, I was thinking about throwing him out of the window. So now I'm very concerned. Yes, I'm going to let him do it. I'm not going to oppose him. I'm going to step out of his way.
Yeah, I mean that's like a gift. Like you're like, I have mental powers.
Right?
I wanted him to go out the window, and now he's gonna go out the window on his own.
Right?
You've got to test this more.
Also
So-
very confused.
Let me ask you this. What floor is Stephanie's apartment on?
The 23rd floor. I can tell you exactly what it looks like.
The 23rd floor.
There's actually one of those-
30 feet.
There's actually this huge silk curtain, floor to ceiling, that goes over that particular window because we're in the bedroom. So he's going to probably take that with him.
All right, so with one hand grabbing his stomach, and the other hand pumping as he's running full tilt, tackle mode, headlong, hits the glass, and I know that the safety glass actually wouldn't break, but he's going to break through it, and he's going to fly out into the night. You don't even hear him scream.
Does he fall or does he fly? Because you said
Go to the
fly.
window and find out.
Yes, I guess I do. I'm very confused.
All right. So he fell for a little while, and then he started gliding. He is down maybe 60 stories, and he's doing like this banking turn. He's got like a wingsuit or something. It's hard to see because there's no lights out. You're seeing in the moonlight, but god damn it, he just got away.
I'm gonna make a single impossible pistol shot to try to hit him.
I fucking love it. Let's try it.
It's almost certainly not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna use high caliber and my personal rounds, and I'm gonna use focus.
And let me tell you this: he is every bit supernatural at this point. A real man would have died.
A real man would have died. I'm not sure if a +8 is epic enough to hit, but it's a pretty good hit.
All right. So this bullet from your gun, straight and true, as he's flying, you see it hit right in the back of his fucking head, and his melon just pops. His body goes limp, and he falls the rest of the way. Now, unable to glide, he just falls straight to the fucking ground and impacts the ground with a nice little plop.
Imagine the wind blows a little bit, and Redica's like, "Ooh, it's chilly. Gotta get a shirt on."
All right.
I
We'll
also
go
gotta
to
go downstairs and check that out, but next player.
yeah. We'll go to Juice and Deuce. They haven't been able to act yet. Juice, he just saw his buddy fucking get fried by crazy light, but he has injected you. He's going to back up Thomas, and he's going to level. He's got like this fucking machine gun wrapped around him on a, what is it, a lanyard? No. This is a lanyard? Goes over his shoulder? Sling.
Sling.
He's got it on a sling, and he picks it up and fucking aims it at you and just starts fucking firing full auto mode. Bow, 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 bow. It's loud as fuck. There's a bullet every 0.7 seconds. And a Mithril pulls his shield up in front of you. This brilliant light just goes crazy as these bullets hit this, and they kind of turn to sand. You get a feeling right now in this moment that if he hit with enough bullets quick enough, you wouldn't be able to stop them. Right here is the perfect amount of bullets to be stopped, because you're still getting hit by sand on the other side. If they were any fucking faster, it would be real brutal.
So I can now counterattack?
Yeah, you can oppose this.
Yeah, I'm gonna oppose it with force. Like he's shooting at me. I'm going to use my sword to hit his gun straight up and make it go towards himself with force.
I love it. And you just hit the tip, and it flies up in his face recoil helps too, I bet.
Yeah. As sand and my PJs are getting sandy. Well, that's a good roll. That's a +8.
Oh, fantastic. All right, just like Archon, you kill this guy. How does it go down?
His first shot just like clips his chin, and I tried to hit him before, and there's just that one little thing where I thought like, oh man, I missed him. But as he's taking that step back up, it turns out my cut was a little bit deeper, and that chin hit lifted his head up even more. And I just then grab the gun and flip it all the way over and just keep shooting until he's covered in bullets instead of me.
Beautiful.
Then I say, Mithril, you saved me. Thank you. As I tap my chest, expecting armor to be there and realizing there's not armor, I then feel very exposed.
Yeah, you were almost naked. Almost. Not as naked as Malcolm, who's fighting Deuce. Deuce is going to swing at you. Malcolm, you want to oppose this?
Very much.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. I got a 6.
Right, so that. I got a 6 as well.
All right, so that's a push.
I just catch his hand.
Yeah. There's this moment between you where you look intensely into each other's eyes and realize that strength for strength, you're probably pretty evenly matched at this moment. It's that same scene I see in like every superhero villain movie where they match up their skills, find each other equals. All right, so we're going to go back to the top of the round. Last top of the round was Thomas. I'd like Thomas to do it again.
All right, I got 2 bodies in my house.
Yes.
I don't have a cell phone. It's pitch black. I'm going to call out and say, hey, can you guys bring my armor down here? Actually, no, I'm going to run upstairs as quick as I can. I need to check on my family.
All right. You hightail it upstairs, and with a sinking feeling, you realize that your daughter's bedroom was directly above the kitchen, and that gun swept up into Juice's face. There's probably a pretty good chance that some rounds went up into your daughter's room. And as you hit the top of the stairs and look to the right, your worst fears are confirmed. There are bullet holes in the hallway and at the entrance to your daughter's bedroom.
Yeah, I feel slightly comforted that I whispered to my wife before I went downstairs, please go make sure our daughter is safe. And I scream out to everybody, hey, where's everybody? Are you okay? Breathing hard.
You hear, yeah, we're in here. We're in our room. What you did? She went and got your daughter.
I sprint into there, and I immediately start the ritual of putting on the rest of Mithril's armor.
Wife will help out. All right, who do you want to go next in this combat?
Let's have Malcolm go next.
Malcolm,
Yeah.
Deuce.
Yeah, so I'm holding his hand.
Okay.
I'm going to start pumping electricity through that hand. And then through my other hand, I'm going to hit him with the hammer while creating a circuit with him as the breaker.
Thunderclap that motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, he's going to oppose this.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's going to try with some force.
Can I invoke an aspect for that?
What aspect do you want to invoke?
I don't know yet. I mean, I'm turning him into a circuit breaker, so I'm going to. That is the aspect, circuit breaker.
So if you roll, how does this work? I think you have to roll higher.
Or I can spend a fate point to get a +2, right?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's.
Here you go.
Okay. Get your +2 in.
All right. That's 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 12.
12. Okay.
Yes.
This is how this goes down. Start feeding excess power into Deuce here, the big monster guy. And he starts to take it. You can see he's like a capacitor with the amount of fucking power you have to juice into him. But eventually, that fucking capacitor overloads, right? You just hit him with every possible volt that you have, and his head just pops off. Like the pressure inside of his body just built to the point where it couldn't contain the power anymore. And he's absolutely blown apart. Fibers, wisps of smoke come floating down.
Yeah, you've been grounded.
You've been grounded. All right. So
Kick
that's
him out the
Deuce.
window. And
What a what?
I also kick him out the window.
All right. Kick him out the window.
He just feels on some, level that that's the right thing to do.
I mean, you don't want to leave bodies around your house. Gee.
Oh, be with your friends.
Who would do that? Like, who that is staying awake for this would actually leave a body just laid around their house?
Well, that's a good question.
I'm going to go down to the street and check out the body. I'll go poke it with a stick.
I'm going to do that too. I just wanted to make sure it was dead.
Okay, so let's go to the next scene where you guys are going to investigate separately the bodies.
On my way down to check out the body, I am going to text Malcolm and, obviously this is completely for flavor purposes because, metagame, we know what happened. But I'm going to text Malcolm and Thomas and be like, hey, look out, the mercenaries are dirty. One of them just tried to kill me.
You hit send on the phone, and it just sits there with that little fucking delivery logo thing, and it never actually delivers.
Oh, shit. Phones must be down. Put that back in my pocket.
So you go and check out this body, and Redicus, yours specifically, is a pile of goop on the ground. You can recognize this is obviously the same thing that you shot, but it doesn't look human anymore. It's more like a bag of meat.
All of it, like the gear, or just the person inside of it?
The person inside of it. So the gear that's still left, obviously, is the helmet. Like, had some tack on his helmet and that kind of thing. He had body armor that's still kind of intact, but
is there a wingsuit?
You look really closely and you do not see a wingsuit.
Yeah, shit. Okay. Well, I'll snap a few pictures with my phone. I'll grab any loose articles that might, like if he's got a cell phone or wallet or anything like that would work as evidence for me. And then, since the phone didn't work, I don't know which one's close. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for Thomas. Thomas has, more defenseless civilians around him.
Okay.
I'm going to drive to Thomas's house.
All right. Hold that thought. While you're looking at the body, you're going through it and getting stuff off of it. You're behind you, a cough, and then you turn around and it's this young kid, black hair, late 20s. I say kid, he's late 20s. And he says, "Are you okay, Mister? What is that is that a body right there on the ground?"
That's Goop, kid. Have you ever seen Goop before?
No, not like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, bodies still look like people. And I'm gonna walk off.
Those are intestines. Wait. Are you Victor Redicus? Excuse me.
As he says my name, I am gonna stop. I was gonna ignore him, but I'll be like, yeah. Who are you?
My name is Dan. I work for the mayor. I'm one of his aides. He asked me to come down here and find you. I went to Trinity Solutions first, and you weren't there. But I thought I'd maybe find your girlfriend's apartment. And, anyway, you're here. Are Do you have anything to do with this power outage?
No, I don't know anything about the power outage. You know anything about the cell phones being down?
Yeah, that's a bad thing too. I was going to ask that next. But are you sure you don't know what it's about?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, shit. Uh, Look, the mayor's an asshole. I work for him, of course, but like,
Yeah, we've
coming
met.
back. Okay, so don't tell him I said that though. Oh, God. So look, if I gave you my phone number, you may be able to tell me, like, if you find out what happened, and I
I,
could just relay that message to the mayor.
I look at him as he says phone number, and I hold up my non-working phone.
Yeah,
Point.
mine doesn't work either. I just I can't figure out another way to have you contact me. Like, we don't have messenger pigeons or anything like that.
You do realize that you are the messenger pigeon in this scenario, right?
Ah, shit. Okay.
So
Fuck.
I'll meet you at Trinity Solutions in 2 hours. If I'm not there, I'm probably, trying to deal with whatever it is this is. I'll take your phone number anyway, though.
All right. He hands you his card, and Trinity Solutions at 5 a.m. I'll bring some donuts and coffee. How about that?
Sweet.
All right. I'll see you. Thanks, Mr. Redicus.
Okay. Now I'm gonna drive to Thomas's house
All right.
really quickly.
Yeah. Thomas, before he gets there, how do you want to deal with bodies?
I have 2 bodies, and I am a mortician. I would like to examine these bodies, like give them an actual autopsy.
Sweet. Right there in the kitchen?
Right there on that kitchen table.
Your wife's going to love this. All right. You know what? Give me a roll, because there's something that's opposing you, and you might find out what it is anyway.
Oh no, I don't have my radio. I'm gonna look at my wife and I'm gonna say, hey, so when I'm at work, I listen to polka. So can you give me a little while I cut this person open?
She gives you a big old hug and a smile, and she's like, "Why, I love you so much." And then she gives you the best Oompa beat ever. It's fantastic. You've never, like, it's an original composition too.
I rolled absolutely abysmally and got a +3.
Okay,
I mean, you probably got a bonus for the amazing polka.
the polka helped, definitely. Let's make an aspect that you are in the zone at this time. We'll give you a +2. A 5?
Correct.
Okay. Then I think that this is how this is going to go down. You start slicing and doing your autopsy. Let's say that you do it on which one was it? Noose, right? Or Juice? It was Juice that didn't get fried. Where did they go? Just had them. Oh well.
I'm doing the autopsy with a spoon as they're turning into goo.
They don't turn into goo. You start slicing into Juice, and so you take his shit off first to get to his actual body. He looks like a normal person. Well, when you start doing the autopsy and slicing into him, he does not have normal blood. His blood is contaminated. And a mithril, if you're still sitting there with your samurai helmet on, helping you during this autopsy. And he's saying things like, corruption that I sensed earlier when I woke you up, and this is not human. This is more. This is a human-made thing. It's definitely not magic.
Is the gun still the thing that I got injected with still there?
Yes, it is.
Can I test his blood versus the gun? See if I can figure out if those are the similar-ish materials.
So the gun is made out of ceramic. and the needle and everything is like an aluminum needle. It's very high tech and fancy. But you look at the gun and it looks like it was designed, no offense, by the dumbest artificial intelligence ever. Things don't match on it. It doesn't look like it was made properly. It doesn't actually look like it could function, but somehow it did. And then you get like this creeping sense that the thing that you got injected with somehow is what is the corruption inside of Juice. And now you're corrupted too.
I know where I got injected, right?
Yes.
Can I like take a syringe of my blood from there and look at that? Like I imagine I've got 3 or 4 kitchen cups. Actually, no, I have 3 because they broke one of them. So I got 3 cups. I've got a cup. I squeezed the last bits of goo from the gun. I've got a sample of his blood and I've got a sample of my blood, and I'm swirling them around, just trying to see if they're any different. And Marie Thrill's helping me look at them and going, hey, it's not magical. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just pondering all of this when I hear whoa, 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 motorcycle as Malcolm
Yes.
shows, or
As Redicus shows up.
So,
But in the meantime,
okay, go ahead.
yeah, in the meantime, we got to get Malcolm there.
Yeah.
So, Malcolm, what are you doing? Because when Deuce dies, he blew up. You don't have a body.
Oh, I didn't kick him out the window?
I mean, you kicked what was remaining out the window. It doesn't look like it's salvageable in any way.
It's definitely dead, is what you're saying? Like, otherwise, I'm going to follow the remains out the window and beat them into the ground just to make sure.
You'd absolutely do that. And after whatever you want it to look like, a puddle or it's dust, it's gone. You don't have a body to investigate, though.
Okay, all right. Well, like, I guess I'm going to whistle up my motorcycle and head off to Redicus's. Because I know he's... Oh, you know what? Redicus is definitely not... obviously, I checked my cell phone. It's not working.
Right.
Redicus is upstairs?
So, yeah, you're right next to where the Trinity Solutions. You would check that and realize
Yeah,
that he's
check
not
there.
there.
Then I'll get on my bike and head to... I don't think I know where Stephanie's house is, so I'll head to Thomas's.
Good call. So Malcolm and Redicus pull up almost simultaneously. That's how we'll pull this.
Malcolm did forget to get clothes still.
Naked. Malcolm is naked. Everybody okay with that?
No, but he's still naked.
He hasn't noticed either.
So, I'd like to point out that it's been a week. So Redicus has taken his van to Ace,
Yes.
and it is a whole different ball game now. It's got a 50 caliber turret that can be popped in and out of the back. It's basically the off-road Rompo from GTA 5. And I'm working on a little token for it right now that I'll have for you in just a second.
We'll have to load into GTA and we can actually take a screenshot of that Rompo.
So I was going to do that, but I was like, it takes too long. I thought I had already done it because I took a bunch of screenshots, but I didn't. So I'm doing some really bad Photoshop, and I will help you with a better version later. But I do have a token that we can use if it becomes available. Anyway, okay. He has off-road wheels on it. It's got bulletproof everything. It's quite a different vehicle, but it still has the Trinity Solutions thing like plastered across the side.
Love it. Love every bit of that. All right, so you pull up, not on the motorcycle, but in the big-ass, jacked-up Trinity Solutions van. Malcolm is on his goat, her cycle. And you guys walk into Thomas's house. The front door is manned by his wife. She opens the door for you guys as you walk up through the sidewalk. And she leads you into the kitchen where there's a slight taboo of a man just open butterfly, cut on the kitchen countertop right there. Thomas has a samurai suit on and a scalpel in his hand. And he's looking at 3 glasses. Each of them have very, very dark red liquid in it. And he's got a microscope set up. He's What are you saying, Thomas? It's not magic.
It's definitely not magic. Thanks for clarifying that. As I look down at him again, I go, so this one was pumped into me, that one came from the body, and this one came from the gun. Hey guys, did you guys get attacked too? And then I look right down at my 3 glasses.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Pumped some black shit into me. It was the big guy. I don't remember his name, but I grounded him.
You know, it's been a weird night. Are you doing an autopsy on your kitchen table?
I figured that's what needed to happen. Right? You're not wearing clothes. Oh my goodness.
I am. Oh my god, he's not wearing clothes.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got attacked while I was naked, and then I just kind of came here after.
I throw the pants that are on the floor that used to be Goose's at
They
you.
look like boxers.
Yep. Sorry. They injected me with a thing. Amithral's telling me that these guys were corrupted. They laughed after they injected me.
Mine didn't laugh.
They talked about their masters too. Oh
They're
man.
talking. Mine didn't really say anything.
Do you guys feel okay? Are we going to go bad?
It's a little breezy, but other than that, I feel fine.
Can I take some of your guys' blood?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, clearly I want to see if you guys are infected like me.
We just got stabbed with something, Malcolm. He's trying to figure out what you want to do this in a lab.
I mean, sure, if you want. I guess the hospital might have backup power. Hey, there's no power. Let's.
Yeah, do you have any idea how exhausting it is to come down 23 flights of stairs?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's why I just jump out the window.
We can't all do that.
Well, why can't you jump out a window?
I mean, I can do it once.
Oh, see? Faster.
Reddit just shakes his head.
Malcolm, you pick up these bodies. Let me keep my samples and let's head to the hospital. I bet you they've got a little bit of power.
You captured bodies here?
Yeah, I made sure that my family was safe. I made sure that I was prepared in case there was another attack, and I just left the bodies where they were because bodies are heavy.
Oh yeah, I just pitched mine out the window. And I pounded it into the concrete.
I was gonna pitch mine out the window, but then he jumped out the window.
Dude, that's awesome. That's so much easier. I mean,
he tried to fly.
Well, yeah. Why else would you jump out a window if you couldn't fly?
Yeah, I was surprised because generally people can't fly. But it turns out he could. But then I shot him.
So he successfully flew.
Until I shot him. And then when I got to the ground, I was looking for some sort of flight suit or something that would let him fly. And turns out he didn't have one, and he turned into a pile of goop. These guys are decidingly not goop. I'm a little confused. Let's let Thomas do his thing.
Yeah, it's tough doing an autopsy. They also mentioned a contract. They were here because of the contract. What kind of contract did we sign?
I mean, we read it.
Yeah. I mean, my daughter read that one that she got stuck with a cat too. I don't know if we are becoming blood slaves to somebody. Maybe
it didn't really seem like they were who they were.
I want to clarify. When Goose turned into goop, it was because of the Great Fall that liquefied his insides. His body was still there. It wasn't like he was magical.
Yeah, if you fall from high enough, your body just turns into water.
That's valid, but that's not how I interpreted that.
That's why I wanted to clarify that. He wasn't a magical goop.
But he still tried to fly.
He did successfully wingsuit, somehow without a wingsuit.
Yeah, that's actually more disturbing than him turning into goop.
Yes. I'm glad that I can get that point across now.
Thomas, do you just need power? Like electricity?
I mean, having an actual lab where I'm not just using a microscope and my kitchen glasses. Sorry, honey, we're going to get you new glasses.
She's just smiling over there in the corner, just thinking this is all very, very funny.
Don't smile too hard. I can take my clothes off too.
Do you want a towel or something, Mr. Malcolm?
Yeah, these pants do not fit.
She'll bring a big ass beach towel and have you cover up.
I make a toga.
There you go. You look more like a Greek god now.
They stole it from us.
It's got like heart patterns on the frills.
That was my favorite towel.
So there are two bodies here. There's Noose, who's got his head kind of like it got stuck in a microwave. That's the way it looks like to you guys, Victor and Malcolm. Thomas knows the truth. And Juice, who didn't you slice his head off?
No, he got shot multiple times.
Right. His head got shot off.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you cause of death for both, but I'm more concerned about the underlying medical thing that's going on inside of maybe all of our bodies, maybe just their bodies. So,
Is the best lab for us to go to at the hospital, or should we go to our office?
I mean, I vote hospital. I mean, they should have some kind of reserve power, and I bet the board of directors probably even has an underground factory. Yeah, but who knows? Who knows why the power is out?
There were more
Let's start
of
at the
these
hospital.
guys.
Yeah, there were a lot of ooses, and that one weird chick.
Zoe, Caboose.
Yeah, so you can boost.
We should probably send everyone to the Trinity Solutions office, since we know it's warded and all that jazz. Like our family, and then we'll go.
My house is warded too. They still
just
showed up.
Oh, well, maybe we should split up then.
And Thomas's house is warded, and then they showed up in the house.
No, just me then. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, we should probably.
I mean, technically, your house is warded. You just weren't staying at your house.
I mean, my quote-unquote house was never the office. You do realize I didn't live there, right?
He does not.
He does not. No, he doesn't.
I'm pretty sure you're joshing me here.
We also, we never really talked about it, but a business in Dresden universe does not have a threshold. You can still ward it, but it's, as a business, it can't be thresholded the same way that a residence can. I don't know if that really pertains to this situation, but I just wanted to get that out there.
I don't think it pertains to this situation, because they came right through all the other ones. I do think we should probably, circle the wagons around our family, which means we should probably... You know what? We got Harold. Harold's better than Ward. We can just ask him to babysit for a bit. And he might know something about this whole stuff we got stabbed with.
It was black. It did look like that stuff that they were stealing from him.
Yeah, we'll stop on the way to the hospital. How's that for a compromise?
Good. I can get some real close.
Yeah.
So you're going to stop at Trinity Solutions on your way to the hospital.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to actually go gather up Stephanie and Thomas's kid and his wife and put them all in the van and then drive them all there.
I think my wife and kid are going to ride Razzo there so they don't have to be in a van with two bodies. One of which is slightly burnt.
Okay, so let's get
Thomas is
Razzo
just trying to keep his wife away from Malcolm.
and...
You're riding a goat thing.
Motorcycle.
She's not going to ride with you.
So Thomas, you're in the van. Malcolm, you're on your motorcycle.
Yes.
You have this. Victor, you're driving the van.
Yep.
All right, and then we've got Razzo and wife and daughter are on Razzo, but I'm not going to pull them over here yet. Anyway, I wanted to get everybody straightened up because on the road that you guys take, feel something kind of out of place as you're driving. It kind of feels like wind has pushed your vehicle a little bit, but it's not the wind. It happens again and again and quicker and quicker. Coming up from behind you guys is something completely massive, humongous, and it's right on your ass as you're driving down the road. So let's put a road here. Split in the middle. Can you guys dry that out a little bit more as I go get this guy?
I mean, is it like dual carriageway?
Yes.
I'm not an artist. They're not even straight.
That's okay.
No, I can't do all drawing lines. I don't want this thing. It's a Dungo.
Draw one line and then erase tiny parts of it.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
That's
Oh no, it won't do that.
Don't work,
yeah.
don't work, guys. Just being mean.
Behind your van is a towering 40-foot tall dog. And it's charging after you guys, three-legged, nose to the ground, sniffing you out. It is faster. It seems faster than the van. At least you're traveling only at 45 miles an hour right now. But it's gaining on you. So we're gonna have this chase scene.
Excellent.
Put it here.
Hey, Stephanie, I'm gonna need you to drive.
How many heads does the dog have?
How many hits?
Heads.
Heads. One head.
It's a 40-foot tall dog?
Yeah.
Is it barking?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Moose.
Malcolm is on the motorcycle. Thomas is in the van. Redicus is in the van. Okay. So we're going to start this combat off with Moose giving a nice sonic blast to you guys in his barky bark voice. So I'm going to roll and see. You guys can oppose this. Give me just a straight up roll of 4 dice and let me know if you're positive and how much positive. And I will roll mine.
Just a straight
Shift.
It's just a
Yep,
straight roll.
Straight roll.
Well, dead. Oh, well, I got +2. That's better than vast majority of my rolls.
All right, so you guys get hit with a 6. If you got a 1, you subtract, so you get a 5. If you got a -1, you take 7, which kind of makes sense because you're on a motorcycle. And Thomas, what did you get?
I got a -3.
Oh boy, that's a whole 9.
Hey, how did you get a 6?
I got a 6. My Moose got a 6 with his sonic attack.
We can't oppose that with actual approaches?
So I was just having. I don't know how you would oppose it, but if you would like to.
I mean, if we don't oppose it like that, then we literally have a chance of getting hit by a 10. The dice are not. They're not made for that.
Can't you hit me with a 10? You hit me with a 12 earlier.
Yeah, but you can block it.
Right? I just had you guys roll to oppose it. Just straight up.
Right. So with your 6, the most we could have rolled was a 4, which means we're going to get hit with 2, period.
Correct.
Your math does not work. If you combine our rolls, it might have worked, but it's still not effective because we have a chance at getting all negatives. Whereas you're guaranteed a certain amount of positive.
Okay. I'm tracking you. How would a shift of 2 stress completely fuck you?
I don't know.
How much stress do you have?
6.
6? And then you can be injured, right?
Yeah.
After the 6?
Right. But that's not really the point, Matt.
Okay. I'm trying to understand. So if I have a guaranteed hit and hit you for 2,
No, you're guaranteed to. That doesn't mean that's how much you're going to hit me for. You're like you do what you got to do, but that is not how the rules work.
Okay, so let's do this. He is doing a force attack on you guys with this subsonic bark. You can oppose it, and if you think you have an aspect that would help you oppose a subsonic bark, go ahead and add it in. Let's re-roll this. I still have a 6. So you tell me if you got to oppose it or not, and how much the shift is.
I would oppose that with force.
Okay? Narratively, how would you stop a subsonic blast with force?
Turn my hammer into like spin it around like a shield.
Okay? Roll it.
I already rolled. I got a -1 plus. I got a 6.
Okay? So you shrug it off. It doesn't liquefy your insides. It's still really loud.
May I use my Monster Hunter since the gargoyles are defeated? In theory, my nemesis is no longer. And can I sticky in pursuit onto this group of creatures, these mercenaries, including this dog?
I always took your sticky to be like anything super wiggy, like anything supernatural, so...
Oh, well, then I would get a +4 in this situation, which would actually give me a 6.
Okay, then you shrug it off too. This makes sense, instead of the other way that I was trying to do. Thomas, did you take any?
I would use focus and have a mithril shield most of the subsonic sounds. I still rolled Telebrate, so I have a 3 and take 3 stress.
Okay. Car jounces a little bit. Because she's driving, right? Rebecca's driving. Victor, you're moving to the back?
Yeah, I was going to get in the pop-up turret with the 50 cal. I asked someone to drive, I don't care who it is, but I basically said someone needs to drive. I turned on the cruise control and I started climbing out of the seat, so someone probably grabbed the wheel.
Okay, I think it's going to be Rebecca.
You're clipping out pretty bad.
Ah, crap. Rachel, it's Rachel.
That's better.
All right. You move to the back. Let's go ahead and say that it's your turn.
Okay. Can I stack high caliber and my on the hunt?
I thought you could because that's what Malcolm's doing with his. You can stack too, right, Malcolm?
Okay.
Yeah, I use super strength and a hammer.
Because
Yeah.
it gives me a +8.
That should be about right.
It's really broken. Okay. Just so you're aware.
It's not broken. It's designed that you can attack big-ass things like this.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna shoot if it's my turn. Is it my turn? The dog just went.
Yeah. So I say you can go.
Okay. Well, that's a +10.
Sweet.
Flip the 50 cal up, spin it around. Redicus is giggling. I'm not sure everyone could hear it over the amazing sound of the thump 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 from the 50 cal, but yeah.
All right. So it looks like 5 or 6 shots get straight into Moose's fuzzy little face, and he does not enjoy it at all. Who do you want to go next as these shots just rip through Moose? Starts growling.
Oh, I forgot to add something. You know what? Never mind. I'll do it next time. My bad. I would like to let Malcolm go next. He seems like the next best person.
From the fucking motorcycle.
Yeah, basically he can try to kneecap this thing.
Oh, I've got better than
3 legs. It's only got 3 legs.
It's so it's chasing us, right? And its mouth is open because that's how dogs run.
Right.
And it's 40 feet tall.
It is.
So I'm going to turn around on the motorcycle, and it can drive itself. And I'm going to leap into this thing's mouth and down its throat
Just gonna
Well-
go inside of it.
while charging up.
Okay.
Redicus only hesitates for like half a second and then decides to just hold the trigger down, and he kind of is like, he'll be fine.
Right.
I'm going to use my lightning lunge to do this super fast.
All right. Tell me what you roll. Add everything up. I rolled really well.
I did not.
How bad is it?
I don't know yet. Hold on. Okay. It's not that bad. 4, 10.
Oh shit. All right. So this happens.
I'm inside it.
It's not 3 or more shifts, so you succeed, but not with style.
That's fine. I'm still inside it.
All right. Inside the dog's dog.
I'm about to
Yes.
give it major indigestion.
All right. Who do you want to go next?
Um. Thomas.
So I go to open the back door, but I hear.
I think he's already got the back door open because he's got the.
I thought that was like a pop up out of
50
the
Oh, is
cal
it a
pops.
turret?
Yeah, it pops out the top. It's a turret.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, but he like taps my shoulder and says and points to a point on the wall. So I hit that and like the windows just kind of drop down so that it's he had it thought out a lot more than I did. I then realized that I have C4 shaped arrows that were intended to fire upon gargoyles, and I giggle slightly to myself
Beautiful.
as I turn that bow sideways to make it out and lean back and aim right for the throat of Moose. I guess I have to aim up. Oh man, this is gonna be a good shot.
See Malcolm jump in there, and you also shrug and be like, he'll be fine.
It was just like a flash of lightning. So wait, Malcolm's actually in that lightning.
Yeah.
I got a shift of +6.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So the arrow pierces Moose's neck and then explodes. And a gaping wound appears. And beneath the torn flesh of Moose's throat is Malcolm's kicking, screaming electricity. I think that this isn't going to last very much longer. Malcolm, you want to go ahead and just unleash hell on this thing?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna supernova this bullshit.
All right, tell me how this goes down as the car and motorcycle pull away and you detonate.
It's like if lightning and a nuclear explosion had the most beautiful baby. For a brief second, the streetlights come on. Maybe your cell phone comes to life just for a split second. And then everything goes dead, including any electronics that were working.
So a wave of light emanates in a radius around you as all the little electronic devices pick up, charge from the air. It blooms out, and then there's this massive explosion as the dog just gets bisected. It's going off in pieces. It's going everywhere. There's chunks of it raining down. Malcolm, you
I
step
was
out.
thinking disintegrate, just pure disintegrate. Malcolm floats down in a pile of doggy ash.
All right, that's what happens. As your foot touches the ground, Malcolm, actually it happens to everybody simultaneously, you feel inside your brain just pain. It's the worst ice cream headache you've ever felt in your entire life. It's debilitating. It hits you. You guys can all oppose this. You can force your way through. You can kind of think your way through. I don't know how you'd flare your way through an ice cream headache, but let's go ahead and have you guys oppose this. And it really feels like your body is fighting you on this. The thing, whatever was injected into you has come forward.
I'm going to go focus, trying to listen to my guardian angel, and now there's a different voice inside me telling me to do different things.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Got a +4.
Nice. Okay.
9.
Okay.
Force. Malcolm's just pushing it down.
Right. What Redicus get? Did you take any damage from the ice cream headache? Are you muted?
Something. There we go. I reverse muted. Hold on a second. So, sorry, I'm guilty of not paying as close attention as I should have. I was trying to troubleshoot an issue. You need a defense roll against this explosion thing.
It's an opposition to an ice cream headache that is being forced from whatever was injected into you guys.
Okay. Can I call that focus?
You can call it focus if you want to focus real hard on negating the pain, going somewhere else, make another headspace, and live there for a little while.
Is this brought on by these supernatural beings that stab me?
It is brought on with the corruption of whatever is in your blood.
Okay. That only gives me a +4, but I'll take it.
Okay, so you're going to take 2, and Thomas is going to take 2, because both of you got 4. And Malcolm, you're not going to take shit. You overcame it.
I am stronger than a mere headache.
Yeah, but to the other guys, it doesn't feel like a headache. It feels like something's gone ice pick in your brain.
See, and that's why I tell everyone, you don't need brains.
Right. All right. The plan was to get to Trinity Solutions. You guys make it there. No problem. No other problems. Moose is gone. I loved Moose. And you guys pull up, and there's a guy waiting out front. He's got a bag of donuts. Or no, a box of donuts and a big bag of coffee. He looks to be in his mid-20s. Black hair. Standing out front. He waves at you guys as you pull in.
It's the little geek from the
Mayor's Aid.
Mayor's
My name's
Aid.
Dan. You remember me?
No, I can't say as I met you before, Dave.
Dan.
He's
Dan.
he's a Mayor's Aid. Yeah. So he found me at Stephanie's while I was dealing with what was left of one of these guys. He brought donuts and coffee though, so you're all right in my book.
I
Holy
reach out
shit,
to
are those
shake his
dead
hand.
bodies?
Yeah,
Those are dead bodies.
Those are
Reach
dead
out to shake
bodies.
his hand. Nice to meet you, Denny. I'm Malcolm, and I squeeze really, really hard, like full man shake.
And as he like staggers from the man shake, I go ahead and grab the donuts and coffee before he can spill them.
Yeah, that's a good call.
In like one swoop, like I knew it was going to happen.
Right.
So you work for Mayor Buttocks.
Yeah. I do pretty much everything the mayor wants. He wanted me to come in and talk to you guys, see if you were part of this blackout. It's a rolling blackout.
I mean, like usually in a rolling blackout, doesn't the power come back on?
Sure does. Like it's scheduled in a rolling blackout.
There's power on in certain areas of the city. Just not here.
So here it's just a full blackout, but other places it's rolling.
I guess. I don't know. I don't have too many details. Do you want me to find out for you?
I mean, I feel like you're not going to bring a lot to the table besides intelligence, and that's kind of what we need.
I brought donuts and
That
coffee.
is fair. You did bring donuts and coffee, and that's, I'll be honest, that's a major bonus. It's a major plus. Come bonus time, we're going to remember you.
And there's those are bodies in there in that van. I see them right there.
Yeah, those guys tried to kill us.
Yes,
Look, I'm the
yeah.
mayor's aide. I totally get it. Believe me.
So Dan, let me.
Yeah, I
let me
mean,
stop-
Mayor
let
Buttocks
me
was
stop
there
you
when
right
we
there,
did
Dan.
all kinds of shit.
Because you're blatantly not understanding something. You don't see any dead bodies or a 50 caliber that's clearly a military grade weapon mounted to all this. You don't see any of that because if you did, you'd have to report it. So obviously, you do not see any of this. Right?
Oh,
right? I pat him on the shoulder like, yeah, there you go, good kid.
Wink, wink. Anyway, I can help you move these bags here if you'd like. They're going inside.
Yes, they are. Good job.
You mean the bodies?
No,
I got
those need
those.
to stay there. We're
The
going to take them
bags.
to the hospital.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
that's
carry the
right.
bodies in.
So they're not going inside. You want to take them? Okay, that's fine.
Let's go.
Leave
Talk,
the
let's go
bodies
talk to
in
one
the
of our
car. Got it.
consultants. Do we not have a map for?
Trinity, we do.
Yeah.
Let me get you guys off of here.
We think we're going to go inside and talk to one of our specialists.
Ah, tabletop.
Stop.
We love you so much.
Stop tabletop.
Oh man, look, they're still here. From last time. Oh, my table's gone.
Which table? Oh, I still see it.
Yes, because you have mod catching enabled, I bet. Oh, reloading it, did it pop back in?
Cool.
Now, can you do these couches?
Which ones?
Let me see if I can do it. Can I do it? No. Oh, there we go. Maybe I can.
Cool.
Weird.
All right. So yeah, you guys get into Trinity Solutions. You bring Dan brings no, you don't bring a body. They stay in the car. Dan comes up with you though. You bring Rebecca and Rachel inside. Where do you want them to hang out?
They can just hang out anywhere in the office. I'm sure they've been here 100 times. Same thing with Stephanie.
Alrighty then.
I'm basically just gonna make a beeline back to Harold.
Right? Okay.
I'd be like, "Hey, Harold. A lot of weirdness going on. How come the power's on?"
Oh, we have power here because I've got power. And he
Yeah,
looks over at Kevin and the creature in the corner.
it just slurps down a Kevin periodically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point to my neck where I got stabbed. Be like, some weirdo stabbed me with a syringe thing. It looked like that Vanta Black stuff. Can you have a look?
Thomas closes the door, carrying a vial and saying, "Employees only. Stay out here with the ladies." Daniel, whatever your name is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Denny.
he said his name was Fanny.
No,
Dan.
Denny. It's Denny.
Dan. And then Hopper's like, "So, Dan, you like World of Warcraft?" Dan's like, "Hell yeah!" And they go and talk.
Oh my god.
We love Hopper
If
so
they
much.
start having sex, he's fired.
Hey, Dan, you like cocaine? Yeah. And then they go over there.
He doesn't
Dan,
tell
you
him.
like pulling skin off of cats? Yeah.
Oh, crap. Oh my god! All right, well that was
Whatever
a little
goblins are into. It's a goblin, man. Goblin.
He liked cooking at one time.
That's true too. Likes cooking. All right, so some things happen in here. Give me discovery rolls. We're gonna do the discovery roll for fate. You can add your aspects to it if you've got some like investigative aspects.
Ooh, I got lots of those.
You can also ask me some questions, and I'll give you some answers.
Is
I think
this
it was a really
discovery
good one.
in relation to the creatures, which I'm assuming it is, because they stabbed me with a syringe?
Yes.
Okay. That?
I got a 4.
Cool.
I'm gonna ask. They stabbed me and then started laughing about their master. I'd be so happy. Do you know anybody who's a master that's related to this black goo stuff?
I got a +7, and that's rolling even on dice.
I got a +7 as well.
I got a +4, and that's rolling a +3 on the dice.
Okay, so some things will happen here. I think Redicus asked about creature specific. What is on my neck, right?
Mhm.
And then Thomas, you asked what kind of supernatural thing would be talking about its master like that. And Malcolm, what was your question?
I didn't have a question. I'm trying to figure out how to get this stuff out of me.
Okay, that's
That's-
a good call.
Truthfully, that's Berdicus's main concern. He basically went, Harold, fix me.
Yeah. Thomas, did you bring those vials in here? The cups?
Yep.
Okay. You set those on the table, and Frank Doyle and Riley ponder over those. And they're going to take some time with them. Harold, while they're working, actually, Carl Reeves is over here too. I forgot about him. Harold comes and talks to you guys. He goes, "Boys, we got to talk over here privately." It sucks that you got needled. I'm really sorry to hear about that. I can tell you that syringe gun looks like it shouldn't exist. Like it was maybe dreamed up by something stupid. Like I work with these crazy inventors back here. It looks like something that they would make. You know, functionally ridiculous. That's, I think, the word that we would use.
So many triggers.
Yeah. What's up with that? Like, it looks like. Have you heard of this AI generated stuff? It looks like it's like an AI generated gun. That's what I can tell you. All of a sudden, Frank Doyle and Riley, they pull back from the microscope that they're looking at the blood under, and they react in a way that it makes you feel like something jumped at them. They both just spring backwards, and Frank Doyle actually falls to the ground, and he grips his face and starts screaming. And Riley goes, "It's on him! It's on him! It's on him!" And he starts slapping at Frank with his third arm. You know, the robotic one that comes out of his back. And Frank is just screaming and writhing on the floor. What do you guys want to do?
I can't shoot this problem.
I was thinking about shooting the problem.
Thomas, this is your area of expertise.
Oh yeah. I'm going to say, hey, Malcolm, hold Riley. I'm going to see if I can see the thing that's on Frank.
All right. I go over and I grab Riley.
Okay. You get Riley away from Frank. Thomas, you go to look at Frank Doyle, and as you get there, you see just the tail end of a black ink going into Frank's nose and mouth. And as you get to him, it osmoses into his skin. And he stops screaming and he looks at you wide-eyed and he goes, "Oh, okay. That was weird, but what happened? Where is it now? Is it on me?" And he looks at his hands and he looks at his arms and he kind of stands up really slowly and looking around the room. He goes, "Lad, what's everybody looking at?"
I point to his nose and make this sound.
Ew! Went up his nose?
What? What is it? What was it? And Riley goes, I know what this is. I've seen this before. This gentleman is nanobots. You know, Dr. Tesla's nanobots. I've seen them. They're like this. They're like a black ooze, like that. And they infect people.
Wait.
What do they infect them with?
Nanobots. So little robots. So earlier, when, let's say hypothetically, there was a giant EMP that washed over all of us, wouldn't that kill them?
Oh, man, you would think.
Yeah, it would.
Tiny robots. So if I just tase him, will that take care of him? My hand starts crackling.
I mean, you can try anything.
I tase him.
Oh, see, there's a sample right there.
Frank screams.
I feel like Thomas was trying to object, but he just wasn't fast enough.
I'm walking to the table, like holding the sample.
Do you want me to tase the sample?
Well, not anymore. You already tased
Frankie,
over
all
there.
right.
Frank, he's breathing. There's smoke coming out of his lungs, and he goes, it hurts. It hurts real bad. Don't hit me like that again." And Riley goes, "Yeah, man. I don't know if electricity is gonna get them. They're kind of like on their own frequency."
You said it might work.
I mean, it could work, but look here, and he's got it under a microscope. So if anybody wants to look down into the microscope, you'll see tiny moving dots within your blood that will chain together and create structures. They do this under the microscope, and then they actually start moving out of the slide underneath the microscope stand and towards one of you, which is what happened to Frank Doyle. So while it's moving towards you, Malcolm, this is a great opportunity for you to try to electrocute them. But you do so, and it doesn't stop them. Now there is a black ooze on the table, and it's moving like a ferromagnetic liquid. Ferroliquid, not ferromagnetic. That's redundant.
All right, so lightning is a no-go.
So Victor's going to use his small flamethrower.
Okay.
Let's see if I can melt them. It's scientific. It's for science.
Yeah. Tests.
Thomas is gonna pick up the gun.
So, do I need to roll for that?
I didn't really make him roll for his electroshock thing.
Yeah,
fire does semi work on this thing. It's not the best, but you hit it with the fire, and it almost looks like it tars it, like it solidifies the structures within, and it becomes more of a solid shape instead of a liquid.
I mean, they got to be made out of something, and if that something melts or evaporates.
Question. What if instead of lightning, isn't there a thing you can do where you send electricity through something and turn it into like a magnet?
You can make electromagnets out of metal by running electricity through them. Is that what you're talking
You
about?
want to try to use magnets to draw them together? I've got some magnets around here somewhere. Start shuffling through drawers.
Or to hold them. Like it seems like if you put them in a magnetic field, it was charged properly, like in the right direction.
Riley goes, "Yes, I love this idea." And he goes and starts tinkering.
I pull a neodymium magnet the size of like a apple out of one of the drawers, and it's in a special case that says "Danger, do not open." And I'm like, "Hey, Riley, you're looking for this." And then I hand it to him, and I back really far away.
His third arm just gets ripped off and pulled into the magnet.
This might end really badly, and I don't want to be anywhere nearby.
Right? Yeah, Harold's going to step forward. He's going to help out with this. And basically what you're going to end up with is a stasis chamber where this liquid, the ferro liquid, is being suspended in midair. with magnets, and that's what you've got. You've got this black goop ooze suspended in midair, and it's like a lava lamp. It'll just then change shape there in the air.
Oh, we could just get Thomas to run us all through an MRI. That should pull him right out, right?
I'm not positive I want to go through that.
That would kill you, I think.
I don't think it would.
That
Maybe
might
not you.
break my MRI machine. It's pretty expensive.
True.
Thomas is like, I'd have to get out of my armor. Not sure I want to do that.
Well, we got to get these things out of us. I mean, who knows
Oh,
what the
yeah, that's why
building
we came
inside.
to Harold. So Harold now has a sample. It looks like it's suspended and relatively safe. Can you brainiacs figure out how to disarm these because they're in us?
Let me ask you this, Harold says. They were found in the mercenaries you guys bought. Think that this is like a sabotage kind of thing? You want to check on the CEO of what was it? Stellaris, the company?
Oh, we're definitely going to be murdering people. That's why you're going to be looking into this.
Oh, Ayla Stellis. That's what the company was called. Oh, we're going to be murdering people? I'm all for that.
I know you are.
Actually, I have a really cool idea. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Harold says, all right, I had this idea to save people. And I think it's a really good idea. I'm working on this with Frank and Dr. Carl Reeves. We're making. It's kind of like a server. Do you guys know about servers? You know anything about computers, guys?
Like at a restaurant?
No. Like a
Yeah.
computer server.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm familiar with servers.
So Reeves is helping me out with this. We're designing a server that can store consciousness. I'm going to
Nope.
literally,
I'm going to stop you there.
quote unquote, save people to the hard drive.
And then what?
Well, then, after they die, like in real life, their loved ones could access their thoughts on the cloud, quote unquote. And you'd be able to talk to your loved ones after they pass.
It's just a copy of them, right?
It's a transfer.
Well, I mean, if it was a transfer, then they would die when you uploaded them.
So it's a, what is it, a facsimile, right?
Yeah, copy.
Yeah. Right.
So, and they don't get a body?
Well, it's all data. So in the server, consciously, our end users would feel like they'd have a body. Yeah.
Like, do they have their own world in there? Or?
Yes, I call it heaven. It's H3 EIN. I think this is a great idea.
This is a terrible idea.
Why?
I can't
Don't
see
be so
any way this can go
critical.
poorly.
Yeah, exactly. This is a terrible idea. This is almost as bad as the time you were telling me about that thing, like a big circle that would just like shoot people, like teleporting to different places. That's a terrible idea. Why would you want it to have velocity to it?
So that you can use it as a weapon.
Yes, but you're putting your people in. Never mind.
Have you seen my people? They're up on the wall, right there. He points at Kevin. He's like, Kevin's.
Hi, Kevin.
Slurp.
How can I help you?
It's the power consumption in this building's a lot right now, so there's just Kevin after Kevin getting pulled off the wall. Okay, so you got some black liquid. You've got a confirmation that it is nanobots. You guys know that these nanobots came from your... Oh, I wouldn't call him a nemesis, but from Tesla. Nick Tesla, the doctor from the Cyber Sutra.
Didn't we kill him?
He did.
Didn't the robot get away or something?
The
I mean,
nanobots.
Yeah, that's what's inside us right now.
Maybe we need to figure out what's wrong with it.
Harold, where'd you get the idea to store consciousness in a server?
Well, I heard somebody the other day. He said that Jesus saved, and I was like, you know what? He would be the kind of guy that uses backups. And then I thought, I'm the kind of guy that uses backups too. And then I thought, why wouldn't I back up all my friends? Like you guys. I'd back you up on the servers. You could be my first customers.
I was about to say, you're going to ask people to do it?
Sure, it's going to be voluntary.
You walk a fine line.
I don't understand what the problem is here. You'd be able to live forever. I mean, not live, but you would be able to exist forever
I mean,
as long as the storage lasts.
You wouldn't. A copy of you would.
It would be you. I mean,
No,
your data.
It's
You
a copy of you.
Every cell contained in your body can be written in code and stored. It would be you.
He's taking that whole "you are the sum of your experiences" thing a bit too far.
It definitely can be summed up, can you not? And if you can find the sum, then you can save the sum.
So Redicus is going to start trying to assemble a gun that destroys nanobots.
Okay. You want to try to tell me what you're doing?
Like a magnetic vacuum?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I was thinking, like, if you've all played Ratchet and Clank, I assume, right?
I've played Ratchet and Clank.
He's got a cool little, like, EM gun he can shoot.
Okay,
Just make
yeah,
a
I know what
wop
you're
wop
talking
sound, shoots bubbles. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know if they're bubbles, but yeah. I want to make that. I want to make that
You
out
could also
of,
do like a...
out of the syringe gun. Out of the weird syringe gun.
Okay. You could do like a proton pack on the back of that thing.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're working on the syringe gun. Thomas, what are you doing?
Thomas has an idea he's running over with the mithril going. Awesome. So you can make heat, and we know that heat kind of slows them down. And I also can like medically try to bring people back with the black thread. So I might torture somebody terribly, but I think if we like slice them and burn them, it'll hurt the nanites, but then slowly like sew them back together. And it's just trying to make that a full-fledged plan.
I'm not
As
sure
the
you're
Mithril was
a
going
good
like,
person.
oh my goodness, that sounds absolutely terrible.
Yeah, Mithra wants to get away from you right now. Instead, what he's going to say is, you did see Frank get electrocuted, and the nanobots didn't react inside of him. I mean, you yourself have gotten hurt, and they didn't react. I don't know if torturing somebody is going to get a nanobot reaction.
Not torturing them, we're torturing the actual nanobites in their blood. And if we burn enough blood within a person, but also save them at the same time with magical thread, we can. It's like dialysis.
I was going to say, don't you have a process in the hospital that does that?
A blood transfusion?
No. You take a dialysis machine and then add a magnet. Done.
Right.
Just pulls the nanites right out, and then boom, bam, you've taken all the nanites out of the person.
Could be. Riley steps up and he goes, I knew Nick Tesla back in the day, and I'm pretty sure he actually wrote the code for these nanobots here in the city. He probably, that lab, it could still be around. You might be able to find like old data down there. Maybe like even source code for these nanobots.
That's all fine, Riley. If we have that source code, do you know how to like deactivate them or write a virus that'll deactivate them?
Shit, I could put a kill code in there. We just need to upload it back to their, live system. And
Well,
once it goes live, it'll kill them.
it's almost certain that they're some sort of cluster. There's no way that individually they have any kind of processing powers. So if you upload it to one, it would propagate.
Yeah, I agree. They seem to be wireless, using some sort of transmission to talk to each other.
Well, I don't know how to code, but since you do, yeah, I will go investigate and see if I can find that lab. You have any info I can use as I'm putting random parts back into my blurp gun?
Your blurb gun. I'll go through my old Rolodex and see if I don't have the address. And Riley goes and finds some stuff to do. Malcolm, what do you want to be doing during this period of discovery?
I'm trying to find a frequency of electricity that these things don't like.
So he's just sitting over there at the sample, like
Zapping it.
rubbing two fingers together and zapping, and then rubbing two fingers together and then zapping.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm actually changing the frequency, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's so funny.
you zap this thing in like a quick succession, right? And it suddenly reverses polarity and starts to suck things metallic to itself. And suddenly almost all the guns and stuff that are loose in the room get sucked up into the ooze, and it becomes so big, like instantaneously, that it starts this combat with you. It is now made of an amalgamation of like shit. I mean, it's just metal and gun and bullet and like anything that could be magnetic. It's sucked it into itself, and now you're fighting this blob ooze thing. It's going to go ahead and try to attack. You can go ahead and oppose it. It's not going to be very strong. But what is going to fuck you up is the stuff inside your head is trying to hurt you now. You get the ice cream headache feeling, even if it doesn't cause you that much pain. I only got a 5.
I got a 5. I'm not trying very hard. I'm just
All right.
trying to not get hit by it.
Yeah. So it stumbles, it falls to the floor, and it starts to move away from you. And now everybody can react to this.
Question. There's a portal over here that the Kevins get tossed into, and the monster eats them, right?
Yes.
Is that open? Like, is it just like an open portal?
Those are my guns.
It is. So it's a cage with a black tentacle monster inside of it. And the cage has a door that is a portal, like a porthole on the side of a submarine. You can go over there. It's open right now, and there's a tentacle reaching out and trying to attach itself to Kevin and the Kevin cloner next to it. Does that answer your question? It's not really a portal. It's more like just a tentacle monster behind the wall.
I want to gulf this thing into that portal.
Oh boy. Okay. Give me your smack attack.
That's good. 11.
You successfully smack some active nanobots into an otherworldly, beyond this galaxy monster maw. Yeah, they're not your problem anymore.
I do that dusty hands thing. Like, oh, that's taken care of.
We
For now.
needed that sample. Thank you.
God, what kind of god of chaos would Harold be if suddenly his patron is taken over by nanobots? Oh boy. Okay.
Wouldn't nanobots be all about order?
Yeah, but he's chaos.
Right.
Yeah, it would rip that thing apart. It'd be really bad. Okay, so
You know, this is
guns are gone.
shockingly similar to the storyline of a certain show. It was a really bad show not that long ago. And I'm just wondering, have you been watching any shows on Paramount Plus recently?
I don't have that one.
Not you.
What show are we talking?
You didn't come up with the story. Matt did.
What show are you watching?
I'm not watching it currently, but the second season of Discovery, like you're describing, like everything that's happened here. That's
God.
it's like page for page so far.
Goodness.
I thought he was talking about Afterlife, the one on Amazon.
Is that one like this
That one
too?
has
It's called
It has
Upload.
Upload. Yeah, it has the 3D computer world where they, instead of dying, they go there, but they actually kill their original body to do it.
Well, I'm glad I don't have to go with that plot anymore. They made a whole fucking movie out of it.
Show.
It's just
Show.
a two-season show.
Second season.
Yeah,
pretty
they're
good,
working
actually.
on the download part.
Yeah, they're working on the re-download part. It's not been going well.
Right?
People
They're-
aren't made to do that.
Put their consciousness into a pigeon and it explodes.
Wow. No, I watched Ready Player One, and then I saw a meme about Jesus saving, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be fun."
They did successfully put one guy into a clone body. And for like 15 minutes, he was like good to go. He was back to life. He was really happy. Then he started taking himself apart.
Wow, nice.
Isn't it one of the Koch brothers?
I think so. It was pretty bad. He started pulling himself apart, like screaming, vomiting, blood everywhere. The media is like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And they're like, "Everybody leave! Nothing's wrong here."
Goodness.
It's a really good show.
Anyway, I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, I
it's-
do steal things, but not like this.
It's not a good show, but it's okay. It was Star Trek, so I had to watch it.
Right. All right. What's your next plan of action?
Thomas and Carl Reeves have been talking about a directed microwave energy gun. We're
But-
trying to disrupt the like intercommunication between nanites.
Okay.
I've drawn another couple of vials of blood and I'm just putting them in the microwave and watching the reactions.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
That's actually a really good idea. Redicus hears them talking about this, like, yeah. What if I just make it?
Microwave gun.
What if I just make it so the nanites can't talk to each other?
Yeah, that would fuck them up, wouldn't it? Their structures would fall apart.
Yeah. So yeah, he's definitely gonna start working on that for his gun.
Okay. I think you guys could work this out and be able to put some guns together. I think that Riley's going to come back. He's going to give you guys the address to Nick Tesla's OG laboratory. It's called the TE Fortress.
Okay.
So you guys have that.
Right.
And you know what? For shits and giggles, Dan is going to peek his head in. And Dan's going to say, hey, I did some that research you guys were wanting. And you know how I said there's rolling blackouts throughout the whole city? Well, they're in a pattern, moving, and they're moving straight to TE Fortress. I don't need to.
Great
explain
job,
this.
Derek.
Dan, it's Dan. My
That's what
name's
I
Dan.
said.
You know, like Dan the man. You know, like Dan just helped us out, man. That's really cool.
Hey
Dan needs
there,
a raise.
Fanny. So
No,
you
Dan.
resemble this guy named Kevin, just so you know. So I wouldn't stand anywhere near that side of the room. In fact, you probably don't want to be in here.
This whole place is really making me terrified. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have stuck my head in here. I don't want to be in here anymore.
Mhm.
Be safe, Dean.
So he goes back out here with the witch and Trump and
I suppose
the
it.
lady that
I
could
suppose it's lucky that thing just ate.
Yeah.
I've got a list of D names. We're not even close to finished.
Did you do Derek yet?
Yes, I just called him Derek.
Yeah.
On to Dean. I think Declan is next, then Dylan.
So Redicus like finger swirls his new gun. He has no idea if this thing works at all, but he's gonna put it in his pocket of holding. He basically is just like, yeah, that's a good idea. Solder that in there. I don't know what this magical thing does, but I'm gonna shove that in there. Like,
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna put magnets on my hammer.
Magnets on your hammer?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put magnets on my hammer.
it's just that really big one that like will take your hand off if it gets between you and a metal object.
Are they going to be electromagnets, or are you just magnetizing it?
I'm going to put regular magnets all over, like the most powerful magnets I can get all over the hammer. Right?
Actually, the electromagnetic thing is kind of genius because then you can turn it on and off.
First off, I am not a genius.
Second of all, he is an electromagnet power source right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cover it in. I'm going to take a bunch of magnets and smash them up. Right? So they're just magnetic dust. Coat the hammer in the magnetic dust.
That's not how that works.
And then when I want to shut up, when I want to hit stuff, I'm going to charge it with electricity.
Oh man!
You have a microwave gun. I have some other random bullshit that may or may not probably not work.
And since none of us actually graduated 5th grade science, it all works.
I mean, Malcolm's an idiot. Right? There's no way he'd come up with anything better than this.
But he's surrounded by actual geniuses.
Yeah, you
But
actually
he's
have.
not gonna ask. Like, look, do you guys ask for help when you need heavy stuff lifted?
Yes, that's what you're for.
It's beside the point.
Oh man!
He was in a room. He poked a goo. It reacted weird, and he kicked it in the trash can.
Not the trash can. Most definitely not the trash can.
Oh.
Then Redicus saw his like $15,000 giant magnet that he knew exactly where it was get smashed.
Yeah, into tiny pieces. Dust. I crumpled it into dust and then covered the hammer in it.
O'Malley was like, "Don't snort that," and you were like, no."
And Malcolm doesn't do drugs.
Also,
Copious amounts of alcohol, but no drugs.
yeah.
Okay.
Although snorting it might be a good idea.
No.
No, it would be.
It's magnet dust. It's gonna mess him up. He knows.
This is gonna mess him up.
This is like what is it? The ancient Chinese that were like, "Hey, we found this mercury. Mercury is beautiful. We're gonna drink it."
Mercury would work. Would definitely kill the nanites.
You know what?
It would definitely kill you.
The nanites.
Victor's gonna pull
kill
out
the
the
nanites.
experimental gun and be like, "Hey, Malcolm, you mind if I test this on your nanites?"
Sure.
I'm gonna shoot him with it. I have no idea what it does.
Okay.
I was gonna save this for later. We seem to be in that place.
Harold just smiles.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my paranormal armor, and I'm gonna use my intellect, and that gives me a +10 with this roll.
Malcolm, are you opposing this?
So I am opposing it only in the I would like to make this not kill me and kill the nanites.
That is my intention, and since I rolled well, hopefully, you know. I don't know about killing the nanites because I have no idea what the gun's gonna do, but I definitely don't want to kill Malcolm. Like if I have to choose.
What
I
did you end up rolling?
I haven't rolled anything yet.
Okay.
I don't know what I should roll actually.
Intellect.
Just stand there
Yeah.
and close your eye.
Can I use force to like push the nanites out of my body so he vaporizes them?
He's gonna crap
I don't
his
think
pants.
you can. Yeah, I don't know if you can like kegel them out.
I'm pumping. I'm flexing. My veins are popping out. I'm making sure the veins are.
So you
beating.
are raising your blood pressure to get
Yes.
them closer to the surface.
Yes.
Okay, I like this. Narratively, this can work.
There's science involved.
Science.
I'm not going to use the hammer, but I will use my my divine strength. So that is a 1, 6, 8. Get an 8.
Okay, I
But
think
I don't know if I'm opposing it so much as I'm trying to.
you're doing like an assist and so like what I'm thinking here mathematically is your 8 goes to saving your ass so that you don't even feel pain from this, and whatever Redicus ends up getting will go directly to the nanobots inside your body.
I got a +10.
That's fantastic. Okay, so there is a bruise that forms right underneath Malcolm's skin. Starts out looking like a normal ass contusion, but then it becomes a shape, and it's 3 letters, MAN, and it looks like it's been written by a 4-year-old just in under his skin. MAN.
Hey, look, it knows you're a dude.
MAN. What does that even mean?
Man, it's never mind. I'm not teaching that class.
No. I feel like that's not what it means, though.
But that's what it says. I have high
That's
intellect,
what
I
it
know.
says.
You gonna hit anybody else with this nanite killing gun?
Yeah. Hey, Thomas, it's your turn.
Puts it to his head, pulls the trigger, slumps over dead.
No, I'm actually going to get you to shoot me with it.
Okay, that's even worse.
It is going to be, but we're friends. You let me shoot you first. You got to be good sport, right?
I have a dex of like 1. I may miss.
So is Thomas going to cooperate with this? Also, are you going to wear your armor?
I am actively like trying to get the metal part off of me because I saw at one point you had a magnet, and I'm gonna crack my neck, do a couple push-ups because I feel like if I do a push-up, I'm gonna get as jacked as Malcolm.
I feel like as soon as he gets like to where he's halfway prepped, I'm just going to shoot him.
All right, Thomas, give me an opposition.
That's another 10.
So you got another 10.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna use focus.
Good call.
Try to keep consciousness.
So you're going to try to control your blood flow with your mind.
Well, oh no, I don't, because I took my armor off. So it's just me focusing too. So I'm going, all right, Mithril's not here. Don't listen to it's that guy talking to me? No, it's definitely not. What the fuck? What happened? I got a 3.
All right, then you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the overheating of your blood, and you're going to feel it as the nanobots kind of structure up inside and underneath your skin. They rise to the surface at the point where the gun actually shot at you, and the letters NDMA.
I think it says I'm a grandma.
All right.
Who's next?
I'm gonna I'm gonna finger twirl the gun and hand it handle first to Malcolm. Be like, all right, do me.
I shoot him.
All right. Opposition to not feel it.
It's gonna hurt like hell. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be terrible.
Why do I have to roll to hit you? I may miss.
Oh shit! I rolled terrible too. Assuming I can use focus, it's only a +2.
What am I using to aim this at him?
You can use focus or force. You've seen it now twice. You
Force.
can pretty much figure it out.
You can use you can use flare. It's a it's a gunslinger thing. I was twirling on my fingers and shit.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, I'm gonna mimic him with my flare. All right. Is this a social interaction?
Yeah.
Sure. We're in a social setting right now.
All right. So I'm 5 minus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So this is a 5. I got a 5. It looks
Predicate, so
really
what'd you
cool, though. Looks
I
really cool.
got a 2. This is gonna hurt like hell.
Yeah, this hurts like a motherfucker. And just like the others, there's a contusion.
It looks exactly the way he did it, except that where he shot me in like the arm or the chest, I aimed for his arm, but I shot him in the dick.
Oh boy.
He'll thank me later, though. He'll thank me later.
And I don't know if anybody else sees this,
Yeah,
but Victor, your contusion reads RAND.
Oh man, Victor limps off to the bathroom like, oh fuck.
Oh, damn! Gotta shoot him right in the dick.
I was
Right.
not really aiming for yourself. Frank, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're still infected, buddy.
I don't know if I
should've-
want to be shot. Where'd you shoot him?
Do you have the body dice?
I do.
Roll that. Let's see where I shot him.
All right, they're right here. You gotta roll that shit.
Arm.
In the arm.
Left arm. Nope.
Right arm.
Right arm. All right, so he's got a really cool looking contusion. I mean, it looked like his arm was constricted by a huge snake. And the contusion left behind is another set of numbers, or I'm sorry, letters. And this one is DMND.
Do we have all the letters in one spot yet?
They're all over the place.
I've been writing them down.
You have been?
Yeah. MANRAND They weren't in that order, but I had to recall them.
Good recall.
Are they staying there, or are they like slowly going away? Is it like a new tattoo?
Like a
Looks,
bruise, right?
Yeah, it looks like a bruise. Yeah, so in your professional doctor's opinion, they would go away after a while, but they'd have to turn green first.
Victor comes limping out and he's like, "Bite the fucking dick hole! God damn it! Ow!
I'm really sorry. I was aiming for your arm, but I don't really shoot a lot of guns. I shot Frank in the arm. Oh, hey, are those bodies still on the table? No, they're down in the car. We should shoot the bodies with the gun and see if they have bruises.
We'll be back in a sec."
Was that him leaving in character?
Or out of character. Is he gone?
What?
Let me go get those bodies. But I really just shat myself, so I'll be back in 10 minutes.
You joke, but I know.
I had ice cream, not him.
I had ice cream too. We're just playing with fire today. Oh boy.
I might have to go get some ice cream. I should have left out now.
I had a strawberry milkshake.
And a chocolate drumstick.
Oh, I love
Those
those.
are good. I like the caramel one better, though.
Yeah, the caramel one's good.
Live in a house with 3 females, so it's
You never get the caramel one.
Wow, Victor's in the bathroom looking at his thing. Let's go down to the. Let's go.
Yeah,
shoot
we'll
some
go down
dead
and shoot the bodies.
Okay. Cool. You do so, and because they're dead, they don't feel any pain. You get some contusions on them, and the contusions are DANR. The other one.
Are you writing these down where I can read them somewhere? Or are you just saying them? Oh, they're there.
Yeah, right here.
DANR.
MN.
Well, I got them written down, but I gotta say, I'm not making heads or tails of them.
I saw demon, man, and random in there.
How'd you find random with no O?
I thought there was an L.
No
No.
O.
I don't see a no.
I'm not actually looking at it right now. I'm getting, there's no ice cream, so I'm getting Cool Whip. Frozen Cool Whip.
That's still pretty good.
I
It's
thought-
better than
frozen
ice
Cool Whip.
cream.
So I actually
like.
I actually thought about buying ice cream today, but then I was like, nah, man, I gotta go to stream, and I can't just randomly leave in the middle of it, or everyone will know why.
we were guessing.
Yeah, but we guessed that's what you were doing. You don't have to lie.
No, I would not be back.
We told stream that's what you were doing.
That's anyone who knows me knows I'm lactose intolerant, and when I say leave, I mean like you'd be like an hour into the thing being like, well, I guess Redicus just didn't come.
Right?
Okay.
All right. Well, as characters, what do you think next step is going to be?
We have an address for this facility. I think we should go investigate this.
Absolutely. The TE Fortress, the Tesla Evolution Fortress.
The fact that he had to call it a fortress, either he's, drama king, or this is going to be fun.
Yeah, probably a little column A, a little column B.
So Redicus, hearing the word fortress, is going to stock up on things like debt cord and breaching charges, and he's going to bring a settling torch. Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. Cool. Anybody else want to get anything special? While they're here with Harold?
You got a microwave arrow there?
A microwave arrow. I don't think I've got one of those.
It's an arrow, you shoot it, and it hits them, and then it explodes into a microwave that surrounds them and turns on for like 35 seconds.
Yeah,
Until the popping stops. Got some.
All right. Well, yeah, no microwave arrows. I can't figure out how that would actually work. Magic.
It's just an arrow that the head emits microwaves for 30 seconds before going out. Extremely
It's really just a
concentrated.
radioactive element.
Yeah.
Just iridium. Harold probably would have some plutonium around.
Some unstable plutonium.
No, it's just it's a nuclear fusion rod.
Malcolm looks at it and goes like, I could use a new handle.
No, I just make a science hammer. It's a magnet with a fusion rod, or a fusion rod jammed into a magnet. Motorcycle.
Oh yeah, what'd you do with the bodies? We can hear you now.
I mean, if Harold doesn't mind, I'm just gonna pitch him into his portal.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I kicked the power supply to the mixer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sound a little different.
Do I?
Just a touch. It might just be me.
If Harold does mind, he doesn't want us to throw it into his monster portal. I'll just make a chalk door and toss it in there.
Like you've already kind of kicked nanobots into that place.
Mm-hmm.
There's no telling what untold damages are out there now. I would suggest you just drop those into the fucking never and leave my place out of it.
Infect more places with it. I like that.
Yes, now you get it.
Thomas is pointing to the dumpster.
I put them in the dumpster and then do a chalk outline around the dumpster. Good call, Thomas.
Man, that's where homeless Pete used to live.
Used
Hope he
to.
went. Hope he wasn't doing there.
All right, so you guys are on your way to the Tesla and Evolved factory. That's what it is. Fortress.
It doesn't matter what you say because you're cutting in and out.
Oh no! How about now? Any worse?
That's better.
Okay.
We gotta get you a microphone, man.
Yeah, I was talking to the wife about that. All right. So you guys are on your way. You're on the Goater cycle and in the new van, newish van. Let's get them out. And you arrive in the parking lot, and it seems like all is quiet. Outside of the laboratory is a huge blacked out semi truck and trailer. What is the Goater cycle? There it is.
That seems like a good place to start.
Is there power at the facility?
Yeah, it looks like power's on here.
At this point, I think Malcolm is already knocking on the giant truck.
Is he knocking nicely?
Well, yeah.
You just go up to the driver's side door and knock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah, boy. I love when this happens. The door blows off the hinges and hits you. You go rocketing backwards and into the ground. There's a huge explosion of electricity out the side of the cab of the truck. And out steps Caboose. Where did her fucking token go? There it is.
What was that for?
Oh, she hits you with some lightning. Let's go ahead and you want to oppose that?
Yeah, I want to catch it and
Cool.
juggle it. I'd like to turn this into a social interaction.
Well, she got a 6.
All right, well, I rolled real bad. All right, I'm using flare. Give me a second. I'm doing math.
Should be easy math.
I got. I can get a 6.
You got a 6?
I can get a 6.
Can get a 6, or you got a 6?
I got a 6.
Sorry. I got a 6 too. So this is a push. It doesn't happen. You ground her electricity powers out, and she realized that she was ineffective. You see her kind of get a little upset, and you're gonna go next.
No need to get upset. I'm, literally the god of lightning right now. And then I'm going to show her how to do it.
Okay, you gonna hit her?
Yes.
Well, she's gonna try to ground that out just like you did.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I got a 7.
Oddly enough, I also got a 7.
Grounds it out. Oh man, it's almost like I designed this character to do this to you. Sorry.
I don't want to hit her with the hammer.
Right. Who do you want to go next?
Redicus.
Okay, good call.
So, on the assumption that she's got that nanite shit in her blood too, I'm gonna hit her with the burp gun.
Yeah, that's a good assumption.
Let's see what happens when that kicks in. All right, so I'm going to use paranormal armor, and I'm going to use my monster hunter and its brood. So those two together are +6. And then can I use high caliber for this gun?
Yeah.
It's a +2, so that's +8. And then I got +1 on that, so that's +9. And then my focus is 3, so that's 12.
Most of her skin is going to fall off.
Oh, she's
How
not nearly
do
as
you
pretty
want it?
now.
Yeah, how do you want it to go down?
I mean, Redicus's reaction to that is gonna be like, "Gah, fuck." Yeah, I had intended for it to disable her, but I guess it will, just much more graphically than I thought. Does it kill her?
So there's that sinking feeling right after you hit her and realize, hey, this bitch should be dead. And then she just isn't. And there's that sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach as she looks back up and bone is exposed and her skin is schlepped off of her face and there's muscles just exposed there. And in between the fibers of the muscle and in the ligaments is nanobots. And she gives you this glare after you hit her with this gun. Yeah, she shouldn't be alive.
Right.
On the plus side,
she does
I
that,
don't have an issue hitting her now.
Yeah, and I was about to say, so like I know I can't shoot this turn, but when she does that, Redicus holsters the burp gun and pulls his pistol out.
Well, this got easier, right?
Yep.
Redicus, who do you want to go next?
Thomas, obviously.
Okay.
So the way I saw this happening was Malcolm got here first and just immediately knocked on that. And as we're pulling up, we saw lightning getting shot at each other. Victor hopped out of the car, shot her with that gun. I'm going to hit her with the car.
It's got bars on the front. It's made to do it.
Okay.
I got a +4.
Question: are you doing the hitter with the front of the car? Or are you doing the thing where you do the 360 and then hit her with the back like a baseball bat?
Can he borrow my higher caliber?
It's a modified car.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a +2 for this.
Then that's a +6.
Okay, the narrative for me. Are you hitting her with just the front?
So we got there. There's lightning happening. I quickly come to a stop. Malcolm gets out and I shoot, and he's hitting with the gun. I'm just backing up, so I make it 150 yards, just backing up. I see them both go ooh, and I floor it from 150 yards away.
All right. Oh boy. So you're hitting her square on.
Not stopping. I'm going, keeping on going.
I mean,
Yep.
she's busy creepily staring my ass down, making me lose my lunch. She probably doesn't even see it coming.
She doesn't. She does not see it coming. So I'm not going to oppose this. She's just going to straight take the damage. And I'm trying to figure out narratively what I need to happen next. Okay. Thomas, you feel the van bump bump over top of this body. And Malcolm and Victor, you feel the rush of wind as the van goes past and just flattens her underneath, roadkill style. Bump, bump. The van goes over, and you guys look down, and you see the mangled corpse of Zoe Caboose, one of the sluice troops, just twitching from where the van ran her over.
See, that's why I asked Ace for the Teflon undercoating.
You always get the undercoating.
Yep, you're right. Or just have it enchanted so it eats blood.
So combat's over at this point.
No shit.
Yeah.
Good job, Thomas. You got a kill.
Hit her with a fucking car.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I feel like the Victor was like aiming at her and didn't see it coming either, and then bam, he was like, "Oh yeah!"
Oh,
Thomas rolls up with the window down, arm and hand out, going like, "Ah, guys!"
hey Thomas, there's a hand stuck in the grill. You're gonna need to get that out. Well, not really a whole hand, like some parts of a hand. That might be her face. I'm not sure.
Victor grabs a stick and starts prying it out.
All right. Well, while you're fucking with the body, it's gonna ooze out, and the little bit of nanobots that were in her blood are going to ferromagnet all the way. Do the whole blobby movement action, and it's going to jump on the motorcycle.
Blurp, 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 blurp.
Okay, shoot it with the blurp gun.
Blurp, blurp, blurp.
That's a good plan. Roll your to shoot with the blurp gun, and I'm going to try to dodge with my speed. And my ooze is not that fast. Oh, God damn it. I got a 3.
Okay, well, I beat it before I've added everything up. I'm not even done, and I got a 5.
Alright, so before it can get to the motorcycle, it gets blurped, and it becomes like that solid tar-like substance that you guys saw before.
I'd like to bat that into space.
Okay. You say pull, Victor launches it in the air, and then you slam it with your hammer, and it goes flying off.
Nah, he should have golfed it and said 4.
Yeah, I'm going with that. I'm going with 4. I've been golfing all day, so.
Team Iota's blasting off again! Now there's a tractor-trailer truck in front of this computer lab. And the body's here, but it's nano-free. You've just launched it into the solar system.
I'm sure that won't come back. So we put this stuff in the
You have
Never
spread this.
We put it in the Never Never. We thrown it into space.
And you gave it to
A cosmic deity.
Yeah.
We should be its best friends at this point.
You have you have made this now a game of universal conquest. The next time we play Traveler, it might be the bad guy. It's all over the fucking place.
Don't give me any ideas.
Oh my god. Could you imagine the cohesion there?
So
Billions of years in the future. What could the nanobots fucking accomplish?
she was driving. She was driving the truck, right?
Yes, she was behind the wheel of the truck.
We should just blow that up. Is there any reason to open it?
I mean, yes, we need to investigate and see what was on the inside.
Whatever's in there is just going to try to kill us.
It's been really successful so far.
Yeah. I keep throwing things at you. I think they're going to hit you big, and then you're like, oh, I think I've done, 4 strain on somebody?
I have 5.
I've got
5?
a couple, yeah.
Okay.
I opened the back of the truck.
You open the back of the truck. Inside the trailer portion of this blacked out tractor trailer is it's a mobile server farm. There's computers in here. There's a bunch of antennas. It looks like the truck from Live Free or Die Hard, the ones that the hackers are running around with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Dibs.
you open it up, and there's red light inside, and there's nobody in it.
Is this that heaven cloud that the guy was talking about?
Hector or Harold? No.
I still say we should send this to the Never Never or space.
Actually, I think we should call the 3-armed guy and have him start looking for source code in this thing, because if he can disable it all remotely, that's probably the way to go.
What if Tesla uploaded himself
I don't.
and this is Tesla?
Well, then we could get rid of it, but you got to understand that like if we need to upload things and we throw away the only key to the kingdom, as it were, then we can't stop the unbeatable bad guy. You don't throw away the only weapon that can destroy your opponent.
Give me discovery rolls while you've just you're looking for clues in this truck. Makes sense.
So this is detective.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't have a body to investigate.
And a 1.
Get a chassis of a truck.
Does this count?
Trucks
as
do have a body.
Does this count as part of my nemesis?
Yeah, at this point, this is your nemesis this episode.
Okay, that gives me a +8.
God. Okay. It would become not obvious to you, but you'd piece it together. This truck is almost all brand new equipment. It's all stamped like this past year. That would help you date this a little bit more. When you guys talked to Riley, he said the original source code for IOTA was written like 10, 20 years ago. You were looking for like old platter drives, and the code would be like inside of this building, not inside of the truck. The way that IOTA was moving with the rolling blackouts, your guess is that it was using this truck to get around, and it's storing like the mass of its, or I guess the greatest proportion of its AI intelligence was here. It is not here now.
Would this? All right, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of have this image of the little things that the Ghostbusters threw out that suck the ghosts in. Could I use this big truck like that to pull IOTA into it and then lock it in?
Ooh, maybe with some modification, you could do that.
Okay, I'm gonna pass that idea to Riley. Are the phones working again because the blackouts have stopped?
So the blackout hasn't stopped. This place has power.
Oh, okay. So the blackouts are not caused by this thing that it's no longer in.
You haven't turned off anything in the truck yet.
Oh, we should do that.
Yes. Yes, you should.
No, Malcolm, there's a button here that turns it off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, part of your discovery process is you do turn this stuff off.
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is be like, Malcolm, don't break anything. We need this. And then I'm going to start turning things off.
Go outside.
So, Malcolm, you're outside, and you hear, like, big flip switches being cut on and off, and it's really cool how it kind of just associates with the lights coming on next door, how quick it happened. One flip of a switch inside the truck brings power back to the grid around you guys. Almost immediately after the power gets flipped on, you hear a roar from inside of this building next to you guys. A massive fucking roar, and then the entire building shakes. What do you guys want to do?
Hey guys, I feel like you should have done it my way.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and roll to modify this thing to make it a trap. I was going to wait for Riley, but I don't think I have that much time anymore.
All right.
Oh, that was a good time for a good roll. Okay, it still only ends up being a +5. Can I use my gumshoe? +7 if I could use gumshoe.
Gumshoe is spelled really similar to Ghostbusters, so
Right?
I feel like he should be able to use that.
I like it.
Narratively, I guess we could say that your gumshoe abilities,
Yeah, I mean,
the ability to piece things together, right?
Piecing things together using logic. I'm making logic gates. It's
Right.
it's in the name.
Okay. So you got a what? 7 now?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to say that this trap at this point will have a 7 going into trapping this thing.
Okay, now all we got to do is get it in here.
Right.
Well, I think it's coming this way.
Yep. Victor hops out the back and he's like, "All right, Malcolm, it's time to go piss it off. You just got to get it over here to this truck, and then we can and then we can drop the truck in the hole like you wanted to."
I go, okay, and I shoot a lightning bolt at the building.
All right. So, if this was a movie, we would see from a different camera angle real quick
That whole wall
from the
just
inside.
explode.
The whole wall, this whole glass wall right here on the front just gets shattered out as a lightning bolt goes through. But the camera did cut back on. This whole place has power. Actually, this place had power before. I'm sorry. I want to be right about this. The really cool thing coming out of this building, though, is a dragon. It's black, it's long, its skin is made of circuit boards, and it comes slithering out of this fucking place. And it's heading right towards Malcolm.
So I got its attention, just like you asked.
Lower it over here near the truck. We're gonna try to get it in there.
It's definitely coming towards the truck.
So I didn't specify, but is there like a button I need to press to activate this thing? Or is it going to automatically, when it gets near it, just get pulled in?
Yeah, so you said like Ghostbuster-ish. So yeah, it's gonna need to be pretty close.
Yeah.
And then we'll activate it with a +7. It's gonna be able to oppose it.
Yeah.
And it may or may not get sucked in.
Well, even if it doesn't, I'm assuming it's going to distract the shit out of it.
Right? You will be able to take actions.
Yeah.
You don't need to sit there and hold the button.
So my assumption also is that it's, when I say it's sucking the thing in, it's actually pulling like the code and everything, and the physical entity is not going to
just fall away.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. I think we're on the same page. Okay, so I'm going to say that the glass on the building busts out with the lightning strike, and then you hear the roar, and then out comes this fucking lizard thing.
Dude, this
looking at you guys.
Badass.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? I love the AI. The AI just did this for me. All right, so I'm going to give it first turn, and it's going to go after Malcolm. Malcolm, would you like to oppose its attack?
Very much.
Okay. Because its attack is a huge breath weapon, it's going to shoot plasma at you. Just super, super hot energy.
All right. So I'm going to start spinning the hammer, and my goal is to catch the plasma.
Okay.
And obviously throw it back with some lightning. All right, dice.
I got a 6.
Oh. I got 11.
Okay. So this does not happen. You are able to catch it.
I'm going to supercharge that plasma with my lightning and throw it back at it.
All right, give me your roll, and you're going to take second turn here.
I got a 9.
All right, it's going to try to slither out of the way with speed, and I got a 4.
So shift to 5.
Yep, I'm going to take 5 strain. Good deal. Who do you want to go next?
Does that give me? Is that enough shifts to get advantages?
You can create an advantage if you would like to, but then I'm not going to take. I'll take 3 instead. What kind of advantage do you want to do?
I was looking to make sure it's coming this way.
Oh, you want to
have
you're
it
going to
land
take
on the
it.
trap. And if that if that advantage happens, does that add to the +7?
I'll say that it's distracted enough, and it's not going to be able to it's not going to know what's going to happen right here.
Yeah.
Very focused on me.
Yes, you are kiting this thing right to the tractor trailer. Who do you want to go next?
Thomas.
Okay.
So Thomas gets out of the tractor trailer, who's trying to help with all of the things, but he's like started soldering things in mid, like, hey, what are we looking for? Oh my goodness, you're doing a thing. Whatevs. And then he said, like, bring it here. So I took 20 steps behind the tractor trailer, and I'm going to tap my chest and say, Amithro, grant me your peace, which just focuses me, calms me down, gives me a little bit extra thing. And I'm going to shoot a C4 charged arrow into a dragon that I just saw shoot fireballs.
Fuck yeah. Hit it with some C4.
I got a +5.
Sweet. I don't think I'm going to be able to... Oh, I might be able to get out of the way. 6. Alright, so this C4 arrow, it sticks in, like, its wing, and it blows the wing off of the circuit board dragon here. And it didn't look like the wing could make it fly anyway, but it roars back and fucking screeches super loud. When it screeches, it sounds like the really tiny speaker inside of a computer case, but it's super, super loud.
I was hoping for like 90s modem.
There you go. That's even better. I love it.
That's the sound it's going to make when it transfers itself into your cell phone.
Who do you want to go next?
Redicus.
So, finishing up the things I got to do, I'm going to hop out the back of this tractor trailer, and I'm going to try to run towards the van if that will lure it towards the tractor trailer, if there's like a pattern I can do to do that. And I'm just going to be firing the burp gun randomly behind me as I run towards the van. I mean, not randomly, I'm shooting at it, but like I'm not going to be putting a super amount of aiming into it.
I gotcha. So you're running and gunning, you're flashing your burp gun at it.
Mm-hmm.
But Malcolm is tanking this thing, trying to keep its attention.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and, give me your roll.
+8.
All right. The dragon's just going to take it. It's already been distracted by a C4 arrow and by Mr. Tanky Tank Pants over there. Are you wearing pants still?
Yeah, I put pants on. Unless they got burned off in one of the lightning blasts. I mean, there was some
there's
plasma.
stylish holes and shit in them now.
It's just a kilt.
He was inside a dog.
Also, I forgot this is the main nemesis. It's +12.
It's a reverse thong right
go.
now.
Yeah.
It's
All
it's a reverse thong right now.
A reverse assless chaps.
It's just pants with no middle.
Right. Those are assless chaps. How did I stay up if there's no middle?
Magic.
All right, so the dragon just takes this. It's 12. Holy shit. It gets up to the truck, and the trap activates. And after just getting completely pummeled by you three, it roars one last time, the deep modem dial-up sound as it gets ghostbustered into the truck. All of the circuitry, the physicalness of the dragon, falls on the ground in multiple pieces. But yeah, whatever was powering this thing, giving it life, is inside this truck, stored on the platter drives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now can I throw it in the Never Never?
So I got thinking about that, and We could throw it in the Never Never, but someone might actually like try to turn it on. How big of a lightning bolt can you make?
Oh. I'm gonna try really hard to make the biggest lightning bolt ever. I mean, he just asked me how big of a
I
lightning
did.
bolt can
I
I make.
said it with the intent of creating this
So,
reaction,
I'd
and I
like to
didn't
give up
stop
this
running
fate point
towards towards my
because I'm
van.
definitely going to fail that question. And then it has an advantage on it right now, right? A 2,
Yes.
right? So that's it's an additional 4.
Hey, Thomas, you're gonna want to
Yeah, I took 2 steps this way. I'm on
Two
the phone,
steps,
like,
I'm
hey,
still
Riley.
running.
So I think we got the thing.
You got the kill code? The kill code inside the lab. You've got the kill code?
I think we
That's a
tracked.
13.
Kakoosh! Yeah, I think we got the kill code.
You found like the hidden lab inside the building?
Oh, wait, nope. That's a 15.
At this point, my cell phone shorts out.
Yeah. Everything goes dead in the area. The building loses power. And the truck is completely demolished. That's what you want out of this, right? How does this go down, Craven?
Yeah. So I raise my hammer in the air, and I just start just pulling the power in, and then about the time that I start, if you look at me, you get 3rd-degree burns on your retinas. I just turn the hammer like a magic wand and just blast the truck and slag it right in half.
All right. Yeah. That is one way to end a dragon. Is to melt it down into the truck that formed it. Oh man. All right. It's still white hot and glowing. All of the pressure from all of these lightning strikes, the charged electricity in the air, everything going on right now. There's just a real crack of thunder, and the sky opens up and starts raining on you guys. It's a cleansing rain.
Yeah, Malcolm's hair is flowing somehow. Like it's
Right?
raining, right? Everyone else is getting soaked like a dog. Malcolm looks like he's standing in the middle of a beach.
I mean, Victor's used to it. I mean, what film noir doesn't have a rain drenched scene?
Exactly.
But as Victor goes up to Malcolm, he's like, "That was really impressive." Yeah, I think that might have
I
done
think
it.
I could have done better.
I think you blew your pants off.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to start carrying clothes for you in all our vehicles.
That's fair.
Riley said there's a hidden lab inside the lab. Do we even care at this point?
We do need to deactivate all the various bits of nanite, but I'm pretty sure that the main bit is dead. But it doesn't mean it didn't send instructions to the little bits. We should probably take care of that. I don't think we're gonna have too much opposition though.
So you guys get inside, and there's no opposition inside. Of course, you've destroyed everything, and you find there's server racks inside this building that the dragon had pulled from. I mean, like pulled pieces from and made itself out of. So when you guys get in there, none of these server racks are here, but there's an old computer in the corner, and in front of it there's a box that says, "Are you a robot?"
Did that computer just talk to us?
I think he meant that it was written on there.
I heard it out loud.
Does anybody have a Sharpie?
Is there like a yes no thing? Hit the touch screen.
I write on the box no.
All right, so you get past this captcha, and another captcha appears. Pull it up.
Identify all the bicycles.
No. Is a unicycle count as a bicycle though?
No, because it's a unicycle, bicycle, 2 wheels.
Yeah, but does the AI know that? The one that's asking me if I'm an AI.
This isn't loading.
Hold on. It should.
There it
Okay.
goes.
There we go. All right. So this CAPTCHA shows a word, and the computer wants you to type it out.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. This is the moment that you realize the contusions that were on everybody
They were
were
captures.
these letters. There was the AI trying to figure out how to type in here and figure out what the word was. And then this captcha changes to this one, and it says, pick the fake dogs from the real dogs. We can blow this up so you can get a better view. I'll tell you 5 of these are real photographs. 4 of them are AI generated dogs. You're saying that that one is an AI or a real dog? Yeah, I see, Craven. Which one? Fake or real?
Fake. Sorry, I was
Okay.
muted.
I was
Fake.
like, what the fuck? Fake. Okay.
You have
We'll
to lock
cross
it
that
to
one
draw
out.
on it.
6 is real.
That should be locked. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
7 is real.
9 looks like it's real.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm judging by the face. It looks like it's real. The background is very uniform.
8 and 9. How many are real?
gotta be-
5 are real.
5 are
5 are
real.
real.
Okay. I thought you said 5 were AI generated.
5 is real. 6 is real. And 1. I think 1 is real.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about that. 8 would be my guess for the other real one.
Yeah, you're right.
Excellent. You guys did the CAPTCHA. I was trying to think of a puzzle outside the box, and I was like, this is perfect for an AI.
Honestly, this is a good one. Now, are those really pictures?
So yeah, 100%. 5 through 9, I went out and I just Googled dog portraits. They are real photographs. 1 through 4, I had the Midjourney AI generate based off of just Yorkie portrait, Doberman portrait, Labradoodle portrait, and Poodle portrait. And this is what it gave me. And then I found the other portraits based off of actual dog photos. I loved 9. When 9 popped up, I was like, that's a good boy right there.
That is a good dog.
All right, so you guys get it. The safe opens up next to you, and inside are it says IOTA V0.1 1996, and it's on platter drives.
I'll take these back to Riley, and he should be able to discern a kill code, and then we can all be better.
100%.
And then we got to make sure that we give it to Harold so he can fix whatever thing just happened.
Yes. Yes. All right. So that's the plan. You guys head back to Riley, give him the kill code, or let him make the kill code, and you guys live to see another day.
We got to get that van washed.
Good call. Good call.
That's what the Teflon's for.
The undercoating.
Yep.
Oh, it rained, so we're okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Teflon plus Teflon undercoating. I'm telling you, man. Like I can run over all kinds of shit with this thing. Ace was real skeptical, but you know what?
Ace is going to put it on all of his vehicles now.
Right?
Yep.
He's got you guys as testers.
You could use spent uranium, which would actually be
Yeah, but I can't drive a car that has spent uranium in it. Plus, imagine the gas mileage.
what do you mean?
It's heavy.
Use magic.
If only you knew somebody that could do that. What do you guys think of this episode? I think you guys did really well.
I think
pretty good.
this might have been the best episode.
It was pretty good. It was well thought out. I had a good enemy that you guys had already seen and fucked with. I don't know if I left any holes.
I thought it went pretty well.
I mean, I can see the enemy easily coming back. We left
Yeah.
all kinds of doors for you to keep them around.
Yeah. Well, not all of us threw him into every corner we could find, but
Listen.
Yeah,
If one of us does it, all of us.
I didn't object. So, I liked that there was so much of an investigative theme. We usually shoot our way through our problems, which the burnt gun kind of did, but like my character's ability to be useful would have been severely limited without that.
Absolutely. And we're all heroes here. We're all writing this story together. Makes more sense when we're all good at what we do, right?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna like burp the mercenaries who lived, and they were gonna be like, "Oh, thank you for saving us," and then I did it. That is not what I thought was going to happen.
Made that
and I gotta
tomato.
tell you, like David hit it right on the head. I went from I'm gonna save this. No, I'm not. We're not saving this. We're shooting this.
So I had planned for you guys to check up on the contract, right? Like call Glacius people, meet up with them, and be like, "Yo, what the fuck happened to these people?" You know, like they went against the contract, and like you guys immediately were like, "There's something wrong with their blood. We're gonna go figure this shit out." And I'm like, "Oh, the autopsy would figure this all out. They would skip the Glacia thing completely." So yeah, it went well. It went really well.
Did you get the message I just sent you in Discord?
I did. I saw it. I haven't gotten a chance to really get into it.
Yeah, y'all. You just need to see the title to know what you've done. You did that.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Oh, brutal.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream then. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Thanks for playing.